There we are. There we are.
Back on Twitch, baby.
Back. Look who's back. Hey, DJ Sue, how you doing?
Gentlemen.
Hey, Chris, how you doing down there? All right. Hi, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Three Black Geeks. This week, we are doing the cult classic, if you are an otaku. That is the Goldenboy OVA.
Is it a cult classic?
It is a cult classic, goddammit.
As a matter of fact, this classic is so cult and classic that for the remainder of this podcast, we will not be known as Three Black Geeks, but we are known as Sankuro Otaku.
Can I ask you guys this?
Hold on. What's that last part?
Thank you, D. I'm glad you asked. That is Japanese for Three Black Geeks.
This fucking over here.
The nigga who actually, like the weeb who actually lived in the fucking country.
I like it. You just got offended, even though I wasn't saying that in any sort of negative way. I just said this fucking weeb. Like, come on,
connotations, Chris.
Connotations. Do I look white to you? Do I look white to you? Do I look white to you? We're boys.
You're the lightest in here, nigga. Don't do that. You're the lightest in here.
I'm not biracial. Ain't that crazy?
You're not.
Shout outs to Logic. Anyway.
Hold on.
First off, you have to say Gaithersburg's own Logic. First off, all right.
So, as you see, everybody, like, comment, subscribe, donate if you have to. If you're going to donate anything, we ask for $1. You ain't got to give us like $50 and shit like that. You could, but we'll take anything. Like I said, comment as much as possible, especially if you know anything about this anime and have memories of said anime and all the rest of it. Now on to the biracial tall nigga below me. What I was saying was,
what in your eyes, what defines this as like cult classic? Because I know cult classic is defined by a variety of people, and sometimes cult classic is like, that's not cult classic, it's actually everybody knows. And so
quite a few things makes will make a cult classic a cult classic. Number one, if it had a short run of the manga, that's one thing, and it was lucky to get adapted into an anime. And again, it was only aired like one time, and then you never saw it again. Okay. It has yet to be brought back out into the limelight, thanks to companies like not Shout Factory, thanks to companies like Discotech, who picked up the reins and said, "Hey, here it is, everybody. Remember this?"
Discotech is the member berries of
it is. It really is the member berries, and they do really is. And what I really want Discotech to do, and Discotech, if you're listening, first of all, hey, sponsorship, holler at Three Black Geeks. If you if you were to take anything or any kind of request,
respect the brand. Right?
If you were to take any requests from me, I personally want this OVA to get picked up again and released on Blu-ray. You did it for Project Echo. You did it for Venus Wars. Goldenboy deserves it.
I think you're absolutely right. Only reason why I will call this a cult classic, Chris, is the discourse that it comes up when it comes to this anime. And the reason why is because this one, more than a lot. Well, first off, when it comes to us being in the era of 90s on back, you are considered an old taku. You're an old head when it comes to the anime genre and all the rest of that shit. You know about all these old anime.
Plus, you had to know about this before the internet was a thing.
Mm-hmm. You're right. Okay, I feel you. I understand.
When you have a lot of people, not a lot of people, when you have a tight group of people that are keep mentioning this anime in particular, they all say the same things: the animation, the voice acting, the way it came together, and it never was reproduced or nothing like that. And the fact that despite as time passed, people still kind of talk about it, and it's not enough to like saying like, it's like how everybody treats Ronin Warriors. No, I think people treat Ronin Warriors like it's a pat on the head, like it's something that you watch. Compared to people that watch Goldenboy, it's like, oh, Goldenboy, nigga, you remember the episode? This happened. There's a different reaction to it. So
There's
so that's kind of where it falls in for me.
there's also something else with that too. You know, something else that makes it a cult classic. Goldenboy was never on TV.
Yeah,
That
it never
too.
really. Yeah, because you know what? Okay,
You only knew about
Okay,
Goldenboy
okay.
by visiting your local Blockbuster.
okay. So shout out to
Or
Chris
in my
Wanamaker.
case, the video store, just the regular
Oh, yeah.
regular mom, not mom and pop. The remaining
Errol's.
white people, the remaining white people in Prince George's County video stores.
Nah, shout out to Chris Wanamaker, DC Anime Club. He was the person that got me into Golden Boy because the anime club at PG Community College, he actually showed Golden Boy, and that's how I saw it. Apparently, for a brief moment, it was on Encore Action.
Encore did have
It was like
access.
2 seconds,
Encore
yes.
did get like TV rights to
For a hot minute.
like to OVAs and like random anime movies for
'Cause
like,
they had Gunsmith Cat.
2-3 years, I think.
Yeah, it was Gunsmith Cats. It was Golden Boy. What the fuck was the other OVA? Dominion Tank Police. Well, New Dominion Tank Police.
Yeah, New Dominion Tank Police, and I
Encore-
think they also had the Yamato,
Yep.
Odin.
Mm-hmm.
There was another one. Freaking oh god, why can I not think? Raph and the Ninja. And
Isn't that the one that they said was a sequel to New?
no, Raph and the Ninja was
No,
not
that's
technically.
Resurrection. That's Ninja
No,
Resurrection.
that's Ninja Resurrection.
Okay, my bad.
Raph and the Ninja had the dude that looked like Yori.
Oh yeah.
Which was that the one where Jesus Christ was in it, or something like that?
That is Ninja Resurrection.
What in the world of
Wait, so that's Ninja Resurrection. Oh. Okay.
And it was not Jubei Kibagami. That was in fact Jubei Yagyu. Makes it another historical character that they used. But that's a terrible anime for another day. There was another one. I believe Biohunter was also in that collection.
Okay, now it's hard for me to say which ones came off of Encore because I didn't know that they played all that older anime on Encore. When I saw on Encore, they was playing Van Dread. They played not Trigon, Gungrave, and they had like a couple other
Blue Seed
ones.
Gungrave.
Gungrave is Kenichi was
no,
doing all that.
No, Gungrave. That's like this is all 2000 stuff that you mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I said.
I
know. That's what I'm saying. I didn't watch it until about the two. I didn't know that they played all that because when I started watching Encore, they had all the I would say actually newer anime for the time. And
see, that was when anime was picking up, was getting on that mainstream.
Yeah, but here's kind of a funny thing that you mentioned that all those anime before that was Central Park Media, and I do remember, Golden Boy did get picked up, but Golden Boy was one of the few ADV branded anime that were getting leased out. By the time the 2000s came over, ADV was like, oh, we got to hit the ground running because they had their own little shitty anime network that nobody watched, and they had but they also had like gave these stuff out too. So that's a bit of history. I think we just espoused right there.
Yeah, I mean, I could do honestly, I could do a whole podcast on the old days of old anime before the internet. I always mention it to folks whenever we're whenever we're working the BlurCon booth, and just somebody brings up like, hey, what's this old anime? And once I get to talking about it, I'm like, listen, I need you to understand that allegedly we committed literal crimes to our computer just to get access to this stuff when the internet was in its infancy.
We're basically like this.
Shit, man, yo, if this was the old days.
Yeah, now, well, the thing about the old days, they the old days.
That's exactly.
I'm not like that. I'm not like that.
No, it ain't like
I'm
that.
not like that because Chris, the person you want to go to is that one nigga that we know. Like, man, remember when International Channel was here? And we could
think about the International Channel.
Old days.
I will have you gentlemen know that I still have the original Chala Head Chala like DBZ opening with the Fuji Fun Time intro from International Channel on my YouTube channel to this day. It's been almost 17 years. I still get comments on it.
I need to take an Epsom salt bath after you said that, sir. That's how old I am.
Your knees buckling?
My niece is buckling right now. It's like international channel.
Now, here's the thing, and the reason look, it's also
R.I.P. Shut down in 2002.
That's the problem, though. I don't like having those.
Toonami took it over. Like, we don't need your ass anymore.
It ain't that.
Actually, take that back. I think it was 05. It was gone.
Either way, Toonami looked at him and it's like, we don't need you anymore, old man. Bam!
I was like, no, my hey, I was like, my music, my hey music champ is gone.
Future is now, old man. Ba-dow.
Motherfucking Tom look at you. Huh, it's not me. Click, click. Dog. Here's the thing, Eric. Look. I don't like having those discussions about old anime only for one reason, because I talked about this before. I do not like being in that fucking circle jerk of somebody that lived through the 90s turns to you like this. Do you remember the Sci-Fi Channel we used to show? I hate getting stuck in that argument. I'm so tired of getting stuck in that argument.
D, relax, okay? There are layers to this. There are various ways of approaching
Apollo
this.
smiles on it.
Stop it. Shout outs to Apollo Smile, but stop it.
Yeah, we know you working at the Coles, girl. Go ahead, shake that ass.
There are ways of approaching that shit. That's why I don't get overly excited and be like, "Hey, do you remember this? Do you remember the summer of anime?" I don't do that because first of all, summer of anime, they weren't even alive when I bring that up. So I don't say, do you remember?
About somebody that is.
When you run into another that knows about it.
I'm talking somebody that looks at you as a kindred spirit to say, the world during dial-up internet. You know what I'm talking about. You watched it too, right? Like, yes, all nerds, all of us watched it.
Dial-up internet when we would connect to Napster to find anime clips for like 15 seconds. And it would take like 5 minutes to download.
Kids, when anime ruled the world.
Yo, when I had to tell my sons that y'all
144p.
Well, you kids will never know
the way I looked at 144p.
Downloading something, and it's a freaking fan sub. Y'all don't know that pain. Fan subs were people that knew what I call Japanese. They knew Japanese, but they didn't know all of it.
So they just something about fan subs. Fan subs is peak definition of doing the most. First off, bro, I didn't ask you to give me the fucking definition of it in the corner of the fucking subtitles. I don't need a definition of that. Just show me the subtitles of what they're saying, and that's it.
Screw you, sir. I like learning.
No. I was about to say, I hate to be that nigga. Do you know how many weebs ate off of that, Eric, Chris? You know how many weebs ate from that?
I don't need Mr. White Man over here telling me about what Japanese words are, all right?
Listen, I am not going to get mad at.
I don't need Chad in the basement telling me
I am not going
Japanese lingo here, all right?
CJ, chill. I am not going to get mad at an 18 to 19-year-old Tyler who is at college, taking Japanese studies and does fan subs on the side. Okay,
Tyler wears kimonos on the campus.
He's in his third year. He's in his third year at William and Mary College. Okay.
First off, time out. I'm mad that you were very specific on a college that is actually
the reason why
accurate.
is because
Japanese studies.
Real talk.
College of William and Mary. That is specific.
Because the reason why is because there is a culture. There was a culture of anime watchers at the University of Maryland, and all of them niggas take themselves way too seriously. So I don't want to mention those freaking otaku.
No. Of course they took themselves seriously. When you got Pandora's Cube right across the street,
illegally,
those weebs,
they were like the biggest perpetrators of selling, not renting, selling fan subbed anime.
Perpetrators, and they got
hold
shit.
On.
It was so bad, and it was so bad, by the way, that whenever you put the tape in, you always got to the end of it, and it always said, "If you paid money for this, you got ripped off." But what were you going to say, D?
I mean,
I was going to mention that, but I'm going to mention no. None of y'all niggas know the real pain putting in Dragon Ball Goku. You hear like, who's these weird English names? Vegeta, what are you doing? I will beat you, Goku. You are the worst person in the world. Ah!
Kakarot.
Fans?
No, no one touches him, not even you.
Fan dubs are one of the worst things ever. Look, I've been trying to find it. I don't set out to look for this
fan dubs gave
but every
somebody
now and then.
scoliosis. I'm just saying.
Scoliosis? What the fuck? How? Look, but Eris, I don't search for this, but I need to harder. If anybody has ever heard the fan dub of Nappa, it is one of the most cursed things ever. It's just a dude like, oh man, I will fucking kill you and everything you want. Like he kept saying fucking, killing, damn you, you bastard ass.
You bastard ass.
Yes, you bastard ass. You're not a real Saiyan Super or some shit like that.
So, and that's what kind of makes honest. I would say this is what leads us into Goldenboy. Goldenboy, especially when you watch it dubbed in the original dub. It only had one dub because it never got redubbed by any other company. Watching this thing dubbed is hilarious.
It's fun. The voices don't annoy me. That's the thing.
They're not annoying. No.
Yeah. His name is Kentaro.
Okay, hold on. Kentaro
has, but I hate him.
Kentaro has annoying moments. Like some of his some of his mannerisms are just random sound effects that come out of Kentaro is just a little bit annoying. Bruh, hold up. Wait. Go back. Put that up. Nope.
My man got all the titty though.
Nope, the grope, the side grope.
That's what I'm saying. He has all of the titty.
This is a guy that is a jack of all trades. His whole thing is he takes random jobs. Funny enough, he was a lawyer that didn't finish school.
No, he was actually he's a university student who had all the criteria to finish,
to graduate.
He had all the criteria to graduate, pretty much ready to graduate, but said, I'm just going to travel the country, taking on odd jobs and learn the way of the world.
He did peak white people shit. I'm going to
all on his bike. This guy, hold up. This guy was a digital
shit. I keep
no. Listen, this guy was a digital nomad before digital nomad was a thing.
Boy, this dude, okay, it's so weird. We don't get Mary Sue's like him. And when I mean Mary Sue's, a male Mary Sue would be a John McClane, would be a Batman.
Luke Skywalker, if you will.
No, No. You had a name for it. You said this isn't Mary Sue.
Oh, no. The formal name is Gary Stu.
Gary Stu.
Gary Stu.
He is a pure Gary Stu, meaning that he, at the end of the day, despite his flaws, I was right. And all the girls want my dick.
Hang on. Okay, on the surface, I can give you Gary Stu. However, when I see this man pick up a pen and a pad and starts writing down shit, he's learning.
You know who else did that? It was Gary Stu? Eminem in 8 Mile.
Gotta lose yourself.
But but hold on. The first
spaghetti, that's hot.
Mom spaghetti, and the fact that my man was choking in the bathroom on his first time on the set.
On the first time on the stage, nigga.
Everybody's got their stumbling block, okay?
Hey, Chris, you seen that movie more than me. Did Anthony Mackie actually rap in it, or did he even rap?
Nah. He just at the beginning of the movie when they show Free World, he did rap and he did like roast the shit out of dude, but that's the only time. Everything else is just the allure.
I'm with my boy now. It's like, how did Eminem win? Did he actually win? I never heard a response back. I was like,
no, he didn't. God. That's the thing. That second time when M got the entire crowd on his side, all you heard out of Anthony Mackie was, "Yo."
The equivalent of that is
gone.
The equivalent of that is like that kid
couldn't say shit.
This is the biggest of pulls. it was the Rock movie where he taught the kids in prison football and stuff, right? And the one kid that was like, "Oh, I was a quarterback in high school." All right, cool. Kind of find out the kid played quarterback on Madden, and the Rock's looking at him like, "Are you fucking kidding me? Are
That's
you
the
kidding
shit
me?"
I'm talking about.
That's exactly
That's the
what this
shit
is.
I am talking about. You take your. Let me get a shot at it, and you make it.
And they come to find out, it's like, wow, you play Madden, and somehow that's how you record.
Imagine, if you will, y'all, your uncle who hates LeBron James, who never ran, and at least you never seen him run up and down anywhere. This nigga goes on the court and immediately crosses up LeBron James. That's what I mean. Yes, Eris, they do the smart thing with Gary Stews and Mary Sue's. They do the right thing where you see them grow as a person, where you see where a lot of their charm, a lot of their true effort come out on. He's written well. That's why. That's why, because everybody associates Mary Sue with something written wrong. No. Who said she was written wrong? That's the way we wanted her to be. Same thing with Gary Stews. It's like we say, look, well, people like to bring up Luke Skywalker compared to Rey, which is like, shut the fuck up. They both the same. The point is,
Skywalker did P90X and was like, I can fight Vader now. And I'm like, bro, you
that's come on. Come on.
Well, it was more so
Rey, even worse.
It was more so eye for an eye. I mean, he got his hand cut off, and in the next movie, he cut Vader's hand off.
Like the only downside to Luke.
What be?
Chris literally punched me. He literally punched me when your boy Kylo was like, he was looking all angry, and basically said, "Hey, you up?" And she opened her eyes. I'm like, "Fuck you!" Chris punched me. I'm like, "What did she learn how to do?"
The only upside to Luke fucking P90Xing his way against Vader was that Vader was
At
like,
least Yoda was on his back.
What, extra 5 pounds? Like, oh shit.
He had a literal Muppet on his back. So
the only upside was like
Vader. You do.
The only thing that was funny was the fact that Vader was like, "Ah, shit, you fucking cut me. All right, I guess I gotta fucking go 100% now. Bye, hand."
I gotta go 100%.
Bye, hand.
Just imagine
Vader powering up his muscles.
No, all Vader did was like press something on his neck to give him more oxygen or something. Yeah, moving fast. What you do? Flip.
I swear that was the funniest part of Empire Strikes Back. Before we get to Goldenboy, it's like, yo, Luke was really thinking, he was feeling himself until Vader was like, "Nah, buddy, nah, bro."
Nah, we saw that lightsaber swing, jump cut. Ah!
All right, so before you swing on me, I'm your dad now.
I don't. Yo, so
yeah,
Kintaro,
I know that's messed up.
So Kintaro during these episodes, he comes across a wide variety of. Oh, go ahead.
Well, I was going to mention something, by the way, gentlemen. Since from the beginning of this, we were talking about cult classics and whatnot. I got to ask y'all, just as a question. You have a successful manga. It was pretty short. You put out, let's just say, for the sake of argument, 50 chapters, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
5-year manga run. That's crazy.
Yeah. Okay, good. But I'm just saying just for the sake of argument, let's just say you put out 50 chapters, it's over and done with, right? Mm-hmm. Now, by luck of the draw, you just happen to get approached by a studio that says, "Hey, we would like to adapt your your manga into an anime series." However, we got a caveat here. We're only going to do 6 episodes. So from out of all of the stories that you wrote in that manga, do you just pick 6 random episodes or 6 episodes that can make a coherent story?
Yes.
Yeah.
In other words, you pick your best ones and make sure there's some type of, because the only tie you need for these is making sure Kentaro's on that fucking 12 speed going to the next jump. That's all you really need.
Yeah, well, I mean, all the episodes are like that.
Yeah.
I will say this. You pick your favorite ones. You pick all your favorite ones. Then you think to yourself, what would be the best if we animated it? What can we show off? the best of all of these? What would be the best ones to show off? I think that's where you start at. Or you do the very, very weak thing. You ask for the fans' input, which, you know what I'm saying? That is one of the two at that point. I think you go for, like you say, go for your favorites and then weed out the ones where you know that the animate that you're willing to see in fucking motion, that you want to see in motion, that you want to see, you know what I mean, be actually there, you know, out of all of them. I would say that.
See, but that's the thing. By picking out your best, you're just going to turn them into 6 standalone episodes.
True.
However, the way that this show went, it was 6 episodes that all came full circle by the end of the 6th episode,
which is actually pretty good.
I feel like the 6th episode was a clip show. But here, hold on, actually. God, I'm exposing myself, and I don't care. Hey, Harris, you and I read enough dojins to know they was going to do an ending like that anyway, but then all the girls show up. We knew that was going to happen. That's a trope, nigga. That's a trope in hentai, dog. We knew that's all you had to do. Which was the girls that was in it? All right, they all here.
So I want to go ahead and start off episode 1 like so. So yes, episode 1, Kitaro is on his bike and he runs. He happens to run into, you can't animate this character anymore.
Oh, yeah, can we talk about?
Let me go ahead.
Keep those beautiful, beautiful titties over Chris's eyes.
D, if you don't take that down before we eat another 7-day ban on Twitter.
Here's my thing, though. Here's my thing.
Cool.
Is there a thing of like the same is this the same animation company that did Voltage Fighter Gaokaiser?
I don't think so.
No.
It looks familiar.
It does look familiar, but that would mean Masami Obari has something to do with this, so I'm gonna say no.
And Masami Obari had nothing to do with this.
Now, Goldenboy,
P.
No, Kitakubo.
Kitakubo. His known works was Robot Carnival, Rojin Z, Goldenboy, and Blood the Last Vampire. Those are his known works.
Since the Blood the Last Vampire, that's where I seen the animation from.
I would say Robot Carnival, which is underrated, and you're not an otaku unless you've seen Robot Carnival. You like, even if you didn't see the whole thing, it's like Fantasia. It's like five different cartoons on one chunk. So
anime Fantasia.
But then again, Eris, you can smell the Rojin Z on this motherfucker.
Oh yes, you can. And you're not. And again, you're not a old otaku if you don't know about Rojin Z.
Rojin Z is an anime that we like, and we said this during Akira. We probably won't review it, but a part of me thinks we should, just because we want to give y'all niggas history on anime.
Hospital bed, old people, yay!
You know, another reason
look like tubes everywhere. The animators getting paid half because they ain't getting in it on time. Oh God, the best animation.
I have to say that it really is a miracle that we got anything out of Goldenboy as far as an animation show is concerned, because guess who the publisher for Goldenboy is?
Who?
One of the most stubborn companies in human history, Shueisha.
Shueisha?
Wow, more stubborn than Toei. Crazy.
They're right. Shueisha's right up there. Shueisha's right up there with like with Toei.
Yeah, Shueisha has they got a history, Chris.
Clearly, because I'm just like, yo.
But the Japanese house is APPP, and they brought out stuff like Project Echo, the first JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Goldenboy, the second JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and the Project Echo series. Period.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Street Fighter Alpha.
Yeah, the Street Fighter Alpha anime. Yeah, they
there
did.
You go.
Bullshit.
There you go.
I hate that anime with 1,000 suns.
Do you know, Chris? That I tried to tell Eris, hey, we can do it. And Eris was like, Eris found so many words to not call me a cocksucker that it was like
at least 10.
It was like
that says a lot, because
Sue ass nigga.
That says a lot, because Sue rarely gets angry at stuff.
Oh no, Eris got angry at that shit. It was like, D, what are we going to talk about? What are we going to talk about? How Chun-Li got split and we were like, oh, she's hurt. No, you just want to see Yeeks. That's the reason why we saw
I'm like,
that.
no. I didn't want to see Yeeks. Apparently, the animation studio wanted to see Yeeks because, good God,
her screaming at the same time.
I'm just saying. Much like how we talk about how MK9 is a horny ass game, Street Fighter Alpha is a horny ass movie.
When did we say MK9 was a horny game? I don't remember that.
D and I had conversations about it because
it's a horny game.
It's a very horny game.
It's a game that has
unnecessary horny.
It's a game that walks around with
characters.
Look at all the female characters in that game, and then look at them now.
Yeah, it's less horny now. It's less horny.
Dude,
they're not rocking. No. Look, Chris, they're not rocking the 2004 Janet Jackson titties with the 2004 Janet Jackson abs
but the way y'all talking, it makes it seem as though they went Amish, and I'm like, they're not Amish.
No.
Chris. We had Ronda Rousey in there. Acting and looks took a back seat. Okay, let's just be honest.
Not only that,
you talk about MK11. Let's make that clear.
All of them.
No, because MK1, the designs is better than what it was at MK11.
First of all, MK1 doesn't count because she's a cameo character. So that's off the board.
I was like, I thought y'all meant MK1. The 10 and 11, I agree.
10 and 11. Hell, just from starting from 10, the game, Mortal Kombat turned into that game where you're reading your uncle's Playboy and your mom is about to walk through the door. And you got to slide it under freaking bed. So that's what 10 turned into. 11, the game just became hyper conservative at that point. Because remember, in 10, the only woman to retain her chesticles was Sindel.
Look, man, I don't
and to another extent, it carried over in MK11. After that, all the other women. What's the name of that zone? Hold on, what's the name of that stage from Smash Brothers? Flat Zone. That's what it became.
Look. I like flat-chested Katana. Flat-chested Melina,
brother.
Why? Real. What is this?
That's what that game turned into, sir.
I like how Chris like this. The titties did get smaller.
Hold on. I'm gonna say one more. Now, look, Chris, I'm gonna say one more thing, and then we're gonna go back to Goldenboy. When you're first introduced to Melina, she is in literal bandages.
I mean, yeah.
The very first time you see her, the very first time you see Katana, she is rocking. Let's just be real. She's rocking what I like to call the Colossal Con special of a cosplay. Just barely anything.
And I'm saying, look, and D is a proud proponent of flat-chested Katana. Because when I saw her,
you had to give it up. You had to give it up to the face. The face was. The face was just chef's kiss. So anyway, gentlemen.
So the whole thing with Goldenboy is he comes across 6 women of varying degrees
that work for a software company. The boss.
Yeah, but I'm just saying over the course of all 6 episodes. This is the boss.
We're going to get to the other girls.
Now listen, gentlemen. Hold on, because I gotta slide over real quick. I want you. No, put that.
No. To keep it up there for sure. I ain't trying to deal with Twitch's BS right now because they're gonna probably be like nipple and then boom, we're going.
No. I just want y'all to understand.
Nah, we got camel toe that we got to show. That's the word.
But listen, gentlemen. You know the level of fan service that an animation studio has to go when they have to put sound effects on jiggle physics.
Boink.
When you get that
like the sound effects when that bullet hit the fucking chick's head in Gundam in that Gundam movie.
Hey, Chris,
Chris, hold on. First of all, sir, that was a shell casing. That shell casing just went ping.
No, that was a boink.
Hey, Chris. And I have to bring this up because I have to bring it up to Eris. She had a child in her hand. She died. Yeah,
That too.
yeah.
Instantly.
Let's talk about how dark that was. Okay.
The amount of
brought
therapy.
Look, Chris, we brought up breast assist, and you said dead woman. How do you sound?
Hey, levity here, man. You gotta balance it.
How's that level?
That's not a balance, bro. That's
not a balance.
Balance is dropping a fucking stone, okay?
Oh, that is Ric Flair walking into a girl's locker room. We know what you're talking about, nigga. Like, come on now, dog. Jesus.
CJ, you're not gonna walk in front of me and D and put and give us a freaking double, like two-sided blade and say, "Look at that, balanced."
It is balanced.
No, that is not balanced.
It's like Fox News, fair and balanced.
Hey, look at them nipples. You go, yeah, remember that shell case and hit that girl's
No,
side?
no, you gotta understand. It's the Fox News fair and balanced. That's fair and balanced right there.
That's not fair and balanced, nigga. That's Caucasian. You know it is.
Corrupt.
About as Caucasian
Corrupt
as that.
Caucasian.
About as Caucasian as this chick looking like Sharon Stone in anime form.
Here's my problem.
That's the thing. There's a lot of that was the thing back in especially the 80s and 90s. There was a lot of references to like
White women.
not just white women, but just popular celebrities in general.
If Sharon Stone was in Goldenboy, that would be her from Basic Instinct looking like that.
Yeah, it would be. Because this was in the 90s.
Actually, what D sees is a slut they need to put on a fucking shirt. You are in an IT setting, ma'am. What are you wearing?
First of all, it is her company.
What are you wearing?
It is her company. She is the boss of this software development.
Errors. I hate to break it to you, but Chris will tell you this. We know the truth. The Yakuza owns 75% of that company.
Depends on what neighborhood that is. Depends on what neighborhood.
I give you that.
Depends on the neighborhood.
Depends on the neighborhood.
That does not, and where they were located did not look like the super hustle and bustle of Shibuya.
Nah, it did not.
Or Shinjuku, for that matter.
I will give you that, but something tells me that Eris is an old man standing on top of Millennium Tower.
Which Millennium Tower, D? Yakuza Millennium Tower or the actual Millennium Tower?
Of course, Chris. What other Millennium Tower? Eris been to the Millennium Tower in real life. Here's Eris. D, it's a video game. I keep telling you.
And they block off access to the roof. It's not real.
Hey, Eris, did you see Amon? Did you see Amon there? It's crazy.
Do I have to once again tell you that they block off access to the roof? No one can go there.
Does the Omi Alliance exist,
Eris, look, watch this, Chris. Watch this. Eris, is there a Wild Jackson there? Of course there is. Actually, yes.
Yes.
Their chicken sandwiches are very delectable. It's crazy.
Yes. Like, how do chicken sandwiches? They ain't America. It's not America. I'm not saying it's bad. It's not America. Is what I'm trying to tell you. That's what Eris told me.
But Eris be
like,
bad, D. We be like, but
ain't no niggas touch the chicken. Is really what I'm trying to get at.
No. He says that, and then he's like, but that teriyaki chicken is bomb.
Yes, ever since I told Chris about the teriyaki chicken sandwich
man,
from
I was
McDonald's.
jealous. I was like, bro, how do we not? Dude, that's money here in America. And some white board executive is like, nah, bro, they ain't gonna give no teriyaki chicken. I'm like,
because
now
all it is just a crispy chicken sandwich just smothered in teriyaki sauce. That's it.
But all right. But here's the thing, Eris. And this is back on the subject because you changed my life with it. Because the thing that changed my life was the fact that you told me that the toilets in McDonald's were warm, and I had
toilets everywhere, sir.
Yeah,
not just
toilets
McDonald's, but everywhere.
Yeah, because they told our boy Kentaro, "No, you can't work here. You don't know shit about computers, nigga." So after he begged and begged,
is this basic?
They was like, nigga, what the fuck is you doing? Oh my God, this nigga's pressing enter for no reason.
You can get away with that now because you tell somebody they don't know about computers like 2 seconds later. I'm on Google right now. I already know how to do C++. So what are we talking about here?
You can tell me shit. You can tell. Now back then, he said, "What's basic?" They started laughing at him, right?
No. He asked, "Was it basic?" And they said, "We don't use nothing as inferior as basic. We use what was it, pro base."
But when she said that, I was like this: "Hey, bitch, don't you badmouth Basic. Basic made many companies, okay? Many companies until like the mid-90s were still using Basic. Don't you dare badmouth Basic." But they told this nigga, what you could do is clean up our pee. And Kentaro, we learned one fetish in every freaking episode. This is how people get hurt. This is how people get herpes in the clap, man.
No, I want y'all to take note of this image here. Now, notice the image. Notice that Kentaro is rubbing his face on the seat. What I would like people to understand is, you want to know what graduated from this? Sniffing of chairs. Think of your favorite degenerate.
Oh, I see what you mean. I see.
Yeah, think of your favorite live streamer degenerate that goes around chair sniffing. Think January 6th. Somebody did that to the chair of AOC.
And no, that was more Ben Shapiro doing that to AOC shoes. Let's get that. Let's
no,
get that
no, Chris, you got that wrong. See, Ben Shapiro took AOC shoes.
Multiple shoes.
He just took them. Okay,
multiple shoes. I might add.
You're a Dollar General Monster Hunter who walked into the Capitol. He probably sniffed the chair.
It said Dollar General Monster Hunter.
Bro, you gonna come in with the freaking Viking?
That?
Because that's what he was.
I mean, he was.
Ain't he the vegan Viking or something like that?
He's the vegan Viking.
Vegan Viking, but my man had on the armor, the faux armor, like what you would get from when you took on a level 1 monster in Monster Hunter.
Whose mom literally was like, "My son can't survive prison because he needs to eat his vegan food."
Vegan. But yes, Kentaro.
Get my baby away from them.
But yes, gentlemen, Kentaro is worshiping the toilet. And at first, like before I went to Japan, I thought, oh my God, like he let the water actually shoot him in the face and he starts drinking it. And I come to find out, oh, that's actually its own tank, its own separated tank. But still, no, I don't care how clean the liquid is. I understand it's for washing, but no,
not today.
That washes buttholes. That's butthole water.
I said butthole water.
Sound like a band from the late 80s.
Butthole water.
Oh, we are butthole water. Listen up.
So
Butthole
he's
water. Fuck yeah.
Like, so now, gentlemen, now knowing that you got demoted to just doing, janitorial work for a software company, a very small
arts,
a very small software company at that. You think that the one thing you want to do is impress the hell out of the boss and everybody there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And yes, he tries to go out of his way of getting information on what the company does. Like, hey, what do you guys do here? And he's learning everything. Of course, I'm learning pen to pad. I'm writing shit down.
This is good information.
Yeah, this is good information. So educational.
I want you to also note this man practiced on a keyboard. No, not this kind of keyboard.
Old school keyboard. We're talking.
This man broke out tore off a part of the cardboard box, wrote the keys on there, and was practicing on the fucking cardboard.
Yeah, that right there is dedication.
It's called pulling yourself up by your bootstraps. Millennials. That's what that called right there.
Hey, you want to know? Hold on. You want to know what our equivalent of that was, gentlemen? Late 90s, early 2000s. Chris, you know about this. You want to know our version of that? Shadowing people in DDR.
I swear to God.
Errors. I thought you was going to say jerking off to scrambled porn. But, the principle is actually the same when you really think about it.
There's a measure of just like, what were we thinking at that time that we thought just tapping arrows on a fucking that was going to make us better. We really thought that it's like shadow boxing. We thought that principle can apply to DDR apparently. Like,
you also got to remember
I feel like there was one dude who was autistic enough that actually did it and made people around them thinking that they can do the same thing.
See, but it's not like how it is today. Back in the day, we did play for fun, mostly play for fun and freestyle. Today, everything is all about points. Like, it's all about points. Whoever gets the highest score.
What happened to the game, man? That's what you sound like. What happened to caring about the game, man?
I mean, the game itself did change over the course, like throughout history. It did change.
Why the hell this game became so popular, man?
Wilt Chamberlain over here, just like the game used to be pure.
It did. I hate to be that guy, but it did change.
Check out Dominique mad that niggas are fast at him on the court. You know, man, back when we had it though.
We're playing in double XL size shorts and shit.
But Kentaro literally did fucking pull like a cardboard, like
just pull out cardboard and actually had the whole sketch layout of the freaking keyboard and was just practicing.
Now, despite these guns, I will say this: there's a moment where you see all the girls in the company really trying their best to put out a certain product. It's supposed to be its own little standalone. I don't think it wasn't supposed to be an operating system, was it?
No, it was supposed to be like software for like children's program.
Yeah, so they put in all this work for it and all the rest of that, and so everybody goes home. Kentaro's still there. He's cleaning up, and he noticed, oh, the boss's computer is still on. Oh man, I think you need to turn it off, man, just in case. It's like
always conserve electricity.
Why, Kentaro? And of course, you know what happens. They wake up, everything's gone. Everything is gone.
What's a server?
Back in the day, when servers took up a whole fucking. Well, they still do to this day.
They still do. But back then, there wasn't no big server rooms like that. So of course, that's gone. And she's like, I loved it because she got on man. He's like, you can do whatever you want to me. You can beat me up. You can spit on me. My girl said, Kentaro. Nah.
Nailed it. Put that picture back up.
I love this character so goddamn much.
Let me introduce
Oh God, I hated him so much for doing that, but I love
that. Makes no sense. That is gross. That is gross.
No. It is gross, but you want to know what's even more gross? Fast forward to today.
It's like mayo.
Fast forward to today. Guys like that ask that of their favorite OF chick or a Twitch streamer or e-girl.
They still do. Fucking dignity. Stand up.
Yeah, they
stand
still
up,
do,
sir.
Sir, they do not stand up. They humbly request to be stepped on.
I got a question. Which is worse, getting stepped on by an OnlyFans girl or a porn star? I'll stop you right there. Be a man. Have a step on your balls, all right? Come on now. What happened to this generation?
I'm gonna be real.
What happened to this generation, guys?
You're asking us which level whore is.
No. You're right on that, but here's the thing. One has a measure of status that comes with doing the job.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, Eric. I don't know, Chris. They both suck dick.
No. One has status. One has status where they actually have DVDs and digital footprints that they make money off of. That's archived.
Cool.
Archived.
Cool.
The other ones, if they stop doing, nobody's archiving that bullshit.
Sir, that's where you're wrong. See?
No. I don't count though. I'm talking about archive, like legit archive. I ain't talking about some horny dude that wants to steal shit.
Archive is archive.
No. Archive is archive.
Biblioteca is a biblioteca, my nigga. What are you talking about?
Sir, you do realize that the highest paid e-girl on Twitch has an OF. We're talking we're talking 98% tops. Look, got OFs.
Look, if you ask me to have Heather Hunter or some OF chick, I'm taking Heather Hunter.
I'll be honest with you.
Hold up.
Hey,
Chris,
Chris.
I'm gonna say it.
The prestige is hitting a little bit more.
No. CJ, I'm gonna say it because I'm in the same boat. Nigga, you old. All right.
No, but I'm saying even if I took it a step to the newer ones, the prestige is still there. You know,
Chris. Okay, so up and comer and Heather Hunter. You want to know what they're doing?
Look at us. Hey, look at us. Look at us. Huh? Who would have thought? Not me.
Well, that cracking is penises there are rabbits. So, what do you do when you have a company that has megabytes missing
A literal floppy disk.
Kids, you remember floppy disks when you could only put like 3 images on a floppy disk?
I feel like all that had to be at least 100 megabytes. I feel like that's all that was right there. But back in the day, how fucking dare you?
1.44 megabytes. That was the size of a floppy disk back in the day.
Come a long way without you, my friend.
Well,
zip
see
disk.
you later. I'll see you later. I'll see you later. I'm going for this zip disk. All right, I'll be here forever. I don't know about that.
Sure you are. Sure you are.
Hey,
zip.
Look, let's be real.
You say that to the zip disk, the CD, look, the CD and DVD behind the CD and the DVD behind the tree like this.
Do we tell them?
Hey, but hold on though.
No, it's more like, do we tell them?
Hold on. The zip disk lasted longer than the Confederacy, so we got to give it a little bit more props.
Did it? Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. You know that's bad. Dare you talk about our sacred union?
It really did. When you think about it, it's like, damn, it really did. Last long the Confederacy, but for us, millennials, that shit was like a blink of an eye right there.
I'm sorry. Every old format when you said that.
Congratulations!
Every old format that had to see floppy disk, to give him his credit, lasted a whole full decade, nigga.
Dude. Here's how long floppy disk lasted. When floppy
2003. That's what it was over.
Here's how you know you as a format you lasted a long time. When they come out with multicolored versions of your shit, that's when you know you're really there for a while. Because it's like,
you want to know when zip disk.
No, you want to know when you were the cheap one, when that metal slide broke off real easily.
Oh, that happened to me a couple times.
And then just like that, the disc on the inside is totally exposed to the elements. Don't touch it either. You touch it, that shit is done.
Got your book report on that shit, and you hope to God you can get to school on time to print that shit off.
God.
Gotta make sure that shit. Hold up, and make sure the metal slide doesn't bend, because if you put it inside the drive, you ain't ever getting it out. Oh God, we went through some trying times. In our youth, we went through some trying times.
And Taro saved this tech company.
Where does this land?
What is this land? Oh, wait, real quick. I got to bring this up because this is where all these other pictures come from. So before Kentaro actually got the job, he crashes his bike into the boss's Ferrari. Now, when he crashed, notice that she just pulled out a stack of 10,000 yen bills and just yeeted right to him. And he goes, "Oh my God, you gave me $10,000." I'm like, okay, Dub, sure. In reality, it was actually 100,000 yen. I'm quite sure.
See me.
I'm thinking like, ain't that like $200? That's what I was saying. Ain't like $200 you threw at you, nigga.
Me being the ADR for the new Goldenboy. What's the retail on that Ferrari?
More than you can afford.
Hey,
don't
say that.
More than you can afford, pal.
Kentaro revs up that fucking 10-speed bike like, let's go.
Smoke him.
When there's thunder in your heart.
I mean, we're jumping ahead here, but Kentaro does smoke somebody that's driving a car.
Well, it was a bike.
But still,
anyway.
One of the most famous episodes ever. But no, here's the thing. She gives, let's just be real. I'm calling it what it is. Just from the stack of it, that looked like 100,000 yen, basically $1,000. And she's like, please, hope that'll, take care of your bike repairs and hospital bills and all that junk. Now, when she finds out the next morning that it was him that unplugged the computer and she beats the brakes off of him and spits on him, she begins to say,
in him.
Yeah, in him, by the way. What happened when he says, well, the thing about your money is I kind of spent it. The images that went through her head. 1. Exhibit A. Exhibit B.
I love it.
Oh, did you have the other one, D?
No, I doubt it did. Actually,
Okay.
no, that's the other one where he thought he was going to he thought was going to happen. Like, yes, she's going to love the fact that I conserved energy for her.
I love
Let me tell you how low the bar is for men. Let me tell you how low it is for us.
It's hell.
We think that we did this. All right. I'm getting pussy.
In like Flint, baby.
I'm drowning in it.
I'm going to tell her, hey, what's up? And I'm going to take off my shirt all slow and shit.
It's like, what's up, ladies? My name's Slim Shady.
I would like to bring to y'all's and everyone that's watching's attention here. Exhibit A is something that no foreigner can ever go to. This is called So Planned.
What is it?
Oh, So Planned is a place that you go to that's typically ran by the Yakuza, where a Japanese woman of a particular stackness will come in and soap you up, wash, clean you up. It's think of it as a sexy bath.
It looks like it looks like a place where happy endings are definitely.
Oh, bro, this is the place that takes happy endings to a whole other level. This is like omni ending. Okay,
that is Jesus. Japanese are corny on Maine 24/7. Jesus.
Hey, how you like this though? How you like this though? You the guy, you the businessman to go to that joke every night, and your wife like, how the fuck I get a you? I don't know, bitch, nasty.
I think you need to get that shit checked.
I don't know what you doing, man. I don't even know what you doing.
I go to work and I come home. I don't know what's going on.
I come home, okay?
I might stop by my favorite izakaya on the way and get a drink. I'll get a beer or two with Toshi, and then I take my ass home.
May swing by the arcade and play some Super Turbo, but that's about it.
To say, what you want me for? What you want from me, baby?
Turbo, though.
Look, I come home. I know. God, Shinchan. I forgot. Before you go, what's the whole name? Hero Shinchan. Heroes.
Oh, you said the home?
No. The whole name of the anime.
Oh, Crayon Shinchan.
Yeah, Crayon. Hey man, Crayon Shinchan. Come on at 8. You know I don't miss that.
I don't.
So you can't even blame me. I don't go nowhere. What you talking about? But you always smell like a certain thing. What the fuck you talking about? Smell? Because I'm clean all day.
It's like
I ain't got a reason to be dirty. Like, come on, that shit.
No.
It's because he got all that sudsy. Because he all got that sudsy discharge and still on his shit. That's why.
No, D. He pulled the Dave Chappelle. Says smell like I came from the public bath. So the fuck what?
You act like we having sex up there or something. Like, I ain't doing nothing.
Now,
you know
exhibit.
You know that. Look. You know a bunch of Japanese men. Like, I laid down. She did everything. I ain't do nothing. I don't know why you blaming me.
I mean, I consented. I paid. That was it.
Look. What if I didn't pay? What if I didn't pay?
Well,
exactly.
Hold on, D. If you didn't pay, then technically, according to Japanese logic, that counts as cheating.
That's what I'm saying.
That's if you didn't. No, this has nothing to do with them. I'm just saying.
I feel at some point, Fresh and Fit is going to sue our asses for constantly using their pictures.
I hope they do. I hope they do. Because when they give me a cease and desist, I'm putting that up. I'm putting that picture up of the cease and desist up instead of these two goobers acting like I have a penis. Like, yeah, come on, Chris.
CJ, I hope you understand that all it's gonna do is just give more ink to us.
True. You build on top of bad soil.
But listen. Now, exhibit B. This right here, this is something that anybody, even you gentlemen, could partake in. Now, this could be considered, from the looks of it, this is a total Capakura. Now, Kapakuras, or snack bars, if you will, are certain bars in Japan where pretty women will come around and you either pay them to keep pouring you drinks and Whenever you run out of drinks, they will continue to refill it. And somebody behind the bar is counting. They got them little, those little clickers that the bouncers have. They can tell how many times your drink got refilled. And when you go to pay the bill, you're going to be so blind, stinking drunk that you're not going to realize that you about to spend about $300.
I mean, you went through your whole family's life savings because you just didn't pay attention to what happened.
You didn't pay attention to what happened, and the girls kept pouring your drink. And of course, you want to be polite. You don't want to be rude. You keep drinking.
Here you go.
And that's what. And that's what's up.
Here's your bill, 90,000 yen. Man,
yeah,
my wife gonna kill me.
90,000 yen. Suddenly, you sober up real quick.
I mean,
man, I ain't
got shit.
I ain't gonna give my dog no food.
I just got paid today.
Man, my children ain't gonna have no socks.
I was supposed to get a gun plug.
It's like you ain't getting that RX 78-2.
All right, so we're getting hung up on a lot of shit. But anyway.
No, I just wanted to point out those couple of things.
How do we get out of this situation? Well, apparently, how many days passed? Was it 1 or 2? Because
my understanding it was a week.
It was a week that passed, and they got a note. They got a little. It was a package, right? It was basically
it was a package, and one of the girls that worked there was like, "Hey, somebody go get the boss. They need to see this." Apparently, on the computer, like on her computer, they thought it was a backup copy of the program that they were working on. That somehow it got recovered, and they're like, "No, wait. Here's a note. It's from Kentaro. He actually made this." And oh my god, it's even better than the one that we were doing. Look what happens when you take a document and you want to throw it away. When you drag it to the flower pot, the pot actually grows into a whole plant. It's educational and engaging for children. Oh my god.
My question.
It's the equivalent of the goddamn Microsoft paperclip.
Yeah, basically. It was the paperclip.
I hate that goddamn paperclip.
But my question is this. Kentaro, what computer did you program all of this on?
Public library.
I mean,
Nope. Net cafes.
I gotta be honest with you. The American
in 95? In 95 era.
Remember, this is Japan in the 90s where we were under the assumption that Japan was like 20, 30 years ahead of us. They kind of were, and there wasn't such thing as net cafes. Internet was incredibly primitive, of course, but you went there because you needed to study. You needed a term paper. You needed some kind of document that you need to put together. And who knows? It probably has software programs that you might have needed to put together. So, like I said, net cafes. There's a cafe for everything in Japan, son. Just saying.
With all that, she realized, though, wait a minute. So where's Kentaro? But he ran away with my money. Come to find out, Kentaro helped a mole-mannered old lady
who was it was actually an old married couple that was getting hassled by the local yakuza.
Because of course she was.
And she found out, wait a minute, he gave the money away to him, and he saved my company. All of a sudden.
Yes, you won this whole.
Where's Kentaro at? Wait.
She's like, cancel the meeting. I'm going after him.
And then you see your boy on that Huffy. Steady.
Onwards to his next adventure.
Off to the next adventure. And what was his next adventure?
This particular story, you cannot write this the same way.
Here's the thing. Number one, I was.
This had to be a truck. Look, just to keep it a real buck, not to think that Japan is a debaucherous place that don't give a fuck about kids or nothing like that. even back then, this was hard to put out on the screen. Can you imagine in present day doing this?
Go ahead.
The women that he comes across, they all represent, at least to me, different facets of personalities of different women.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
Because this high schooler is literally like trying to manipulate him into being like a goober simp, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And Kotaro ain't having none of it because he's being the oblivious person that he is and shit.
My man is playing 4D chess the entire time.
Accidental 4D chess, because it's not like he's purposely like, this is accidental 4D chess, by the way.
So your boy Kentaro's working for
Bruh, the fit though. The fit though.
The Ryu headband. I said Ryu, not Ryu.
Not Ryu. There's the Ryu headband. Yo, for me, it's not only that, it's that Eris I have seen. I fucking love the Japanese for this one thing. There's always a mascot and there's always a uniform for something. And they always, in Japan shows that it actually has true culture, and they'll dive into their culture and they'll wear like headbands like that. They'll wear ceremonial robes, even though they're just regular smoking jackets. Who gives a shit? Do you see how this shit looks? Does that look like Japan? Does it feel like Japan? Don't you feel like an old samurai? I mean, kind of. Yes, you do. Yeah, I do. Like, they'll dive into their history like that. And I give the Japanese that. It is so cool when they do shit like that. So here's the fun part. What Kentaro is wearing, I've seen people wear that for the exact same job he's doing. What's that? Hanging flyers up for a mayor.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm talking about? Japan is just smart with this shit.
What movie was that? It was like, I will never forgive the Japanese.
That was actually JoJo's Bizarre Adventure in the final episode of not Battle Tendencies. Battle Tendencies. Where my favorite JoJo Joseph was like, I will never forgive the Japanese.
It's like the most random shit ever. It's like,
no. I kind of agree with him. If you see what he went through, yes, I will never forgive the Japanese.
My man said I will never forgive them. I mean, listen.
It's always funny when you hear the Japanese talk shit about themselves. I love it.
Listen, when you have,
I love the dubbing.
When you have a young girl doing the most of
that's an understatement still.
I mean, dude, it really is
fit forward into his arms just perfectly so this could happen.
Yes.
Perfect cuppage, my nigga.
Okay. First of all, that is a half a scoop of raisins. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Chris, don't you fall out on us.
I'm falling out because when he says half a scoop, here's the funny thing. Hearing that from another woman is more funnier than a man saying it, because women are they will get fucking outright like nasty towards other women, like them half a handful of raisins. I'm like, God damn, like, yo.
No, I know. No,
I'm only saying that because because animation fluctuations, it goes from looking like that to her looking like this.
Yeah, that's it's like Kim Kardashian to like.
I'm sorry,
Kerry Washington.
Now you probably say, why you say you need to get away from him? Did we not just tell you what she was? This girl's a full-on 16.
Yep.
Even if you want to give her the extra year and say, oh no, she's 18. Kataro's 25 years old.
We knew,
despite the age of consent in that country.
Sue knew of one said chick in high school that was 16, like looking like that. That's
okay.
That's
So
that's the thing.
So let's put this out here, Chris. Everybody knows this, and this is to anybody who's actually young listening to us. Yes, there is one girl in your school who's having sex with a 20-year-old man, and probably older than 20. That man is a pedophile. Do you hear me, young man? Young men, do you hear me? Don't be sad that she's having sex with that older man. Be sad that she's being sexually abused and she's stupid and she don't know how to get out of it. Okay? All right? It ain't your fault that she's a whore. Okay?
That's just terrible. Look.
Did you just call her? Yes, I did.
Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Don't save her.
Save. Ain't nothing going on. Set the money, the price. Jeppy nibble, Jeppy quicker, Jeppy nibble.
See me, I was just
man. I love her.
See me. I would just go to. What would you do?
Stop it.
That's a sad song.
That's a very sad
That's
song.
just Kintaro hit it and left like he was going to do anyway, and she got pregnant.
But
And
guys,
she got pregnant. Okay,
guys,
then
but
you play
guys.
that song.
the beat is hot though. I know, right? We were all look. I want people to understand. We were all dancing.
We don't
at a
say we.
club.
I hated that song.
No. Okay. As a culture, we danced in the club to that song and didn't even have a care in the world on like the undertones of like, it's a sad woman. She's going through a lot. Nah, the beat was hot. Wycliffe, yeah.
That was the 2000.
I'm
Listen,
sorry, shut the fuck up. He just
No.
said Wycliffe.
no. See, I get where Chris is coming from because Chris, Chris, that is the 2000s equivalent of Janet Jackson's "State of the World."
Bruh.
You listen to "State of the World." The beat is fire. You want to dance to it. You hear the lyrics. You're like, shit, I'm depressed now. Damn.
Nah,
the world is
like,
fucked up.
you want to get depressed? Have something bad happen in your life and listen to "Walk On By" Isaac Hayes. You will cry.
Oh.
Well, look, we did Dead Presidents. That was a perfect ending to that fucking.
It's
That
like,
was.
it's like, all right, like, yeah, somebody dying is one thing. Be heartbroken and listen to "Walk On By." Isaac Hayes is going to have you crying. But that also being said,
A
Chris,
war.
she did now.
A
Chris,
real war.
real war. 3 Black Geeks did Dead Presidents, and it was a lovely time where we talked
That's
about
a-
how the greatest generation looked at boomers and said, you didn't step on enough landmines in Vietnam.
I didn't say this in the episode, but I'm gonna say this. That is a privilege to say that shit to a black man, because if he was just some regular white dude out on the street, Lorenz Tates would have choked him out on the damn
She
street.
would have choked him out. I love how Martin Sheen, full chest, looked at
behind
him.
the court, behind this big. Bear in mind, real life, folks. 2 months ago, we saw a white lady, rightfully so, sentence a guy, and he literally.
Man did the stinger
I thought-
splash. No, not the stinger splash. Just a regular Uso cross body to it. Yeah.
Guys, I thought it was a sketch to a TV show when I saw that shit. I was like, this must be a sketch to a TV show.
This nigga jumped over that joint.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
It's the leap in the shoes in the air.
For me, he cleared it.
He cleared it. Hold on. Did he hit the target? Not really.
The big man cleared it. I'm sorry, yo. That's
No,
some
he
Sammo
cleared it.
Hong shit right there, man.
No,
I'm
seriously.
like, bro.
He cleared it. Sure. He cleared the hump. Target,
he
not so
got
much.
on. He actually did get her, but the other guys came there and grabbed him off of her before he could even like put hands on her afterwards.
I just want to know, did he jump off of a table, then jump in the air? That's what I
No,
wanted.
he
Was
jumped
this
in
one
the
of those
air.
things
This
where
is straight off the ground.
He jumped
that's
off
what
the
I was
ground, bro.
saying. Yeah, my man.
That's a Negro that participated in the high jump at school.
That's a nigga who got chased by dogs in the hood right there.
that
man.
too.
That's a
He
motherfucker
learned.
that's-
Look.
He learned when you're running, like yeet the bag over the fence and then jump.
I have to pull the Shaq on him. Like I gotta respect. I didn't know. I didn't. I gotta respect that. I might have to shave
did
2
not-
years off the
I'm
sentencing
sorry.
on this one, man.
I'm sorry. I was not familiar with your game. You got ups. Unfortunately, look, you got ups. Unfortunately, people were wondering how you got up on the third floor and looked inside that woman's window. Now I know why. You really can't go to jail now.
I had to take 2 years off your sentence, but you're gonna be in jail for a while anyway. So
Nah, public figure, man. You
thought
can't
he
do
was-
that, dog. Can't do
I
that.
thought
I
he
wouldn't
was-
let you walk. I personally wouldn't let you walk over there, bro. But these white people looking at me inside this courtroom, I can't do.
I didn't think that he would meet the criteria, but I clearly see that he did.
Hey,
Bro,
man,
right?
the brother made it. The brother made it, man.
Yo, Kitaro is literally dealing with the fucking mob fucking daughter who is just being a fucking asshole the whole time.
Now it's so funny. She's not really a mob daughter. It's just that her dad was a mayor, and because mayors
close enough.
and Eris know this, mayors, especially in Japan, in small towns like that, You goddamn right they're friends with the local Yakuza. You damn right. If it's a small town and it's a small gang there, or at least, like a branch of a bigger gang, doesn't matter. If they're over there, especially in the 90s. So we try to make more money out here, right? Like, that's how that was. You damn right he had pull. So this whole time, she's trying to get this nigga to touch her ass, kiss her, whatever. He's not doing it. I love the fact that the day he grabbed her like that, when he grabbed her like that, he was like, wait a minute, this girl ain't got no bra on. And she ran away, and you fully see Bush, and she's running off.
No. Did you love the mosaic? The digital mosaic, and she was running away.
You know what, 90s? You know what, 90s? You know what, here, no, I need to get a cookie for you guys. That was a good one. I loved it. And I'm thinking to myself, like, well, Kentaro, what you going to do? Finally, what did he do to make her scream, or what she do? Did she, like, rip her clothes or something like that?
By accident.
Yes.
As they always do.
Of course, they ran up in there. Look, of course, the older man ran up in there with her dad. Her dad, who had the Dr. Wiley mustache going on. Well, not Dr. Wiley, Robotnik mustache going on.
I say Dr. Wiley. That's close enough.
But that being said, all we heard was punch, 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 nigga fight back, nigga fight back. This was the result.
Here's the thing.
Fucked.
But here's the kicker.
Sir, gentlemen. As soon as she screamed and they ran in, they saw him, and of course, what commenced was.
What's that, nigga?
Got stomped out and everything.
Here's the thing. Kentaro low-key actually can fight, but chooses not to.
Kempo, yes.
So he could have actually whooped all those dudes' asses for free.
100%.
He chose not to.
You also gotta love the resilience
It's
and
the Jackie Chan minus the I don't want no trouble.
No. What I admire from him is the durability. This man can take a beating like a champ. And you know what I noticed? Y'all didn't knock him down. And even when you did knock him down, he wasn't like in a state of, oh, this man had to go to the hospital. By the next episode, my man had the bandages on and kept it pushing.
On the bike like this. And my girl was like, I can't believe it. Oh my God. I'm a hoe.
He took the beating from me. He could have exposed me.
He could have did all of that, but he didn't. He's riding out of my life.
And come to find, yes. Bro, when she found out that this dude knew everything that she was doing, knew everything that she was up to, and again, playing the greatest game of 4D chess while being
everything down like a smart man.
Writing everything. Again, the pen in that man's hand, like to pad. That's all you need to know.
Hey, man, he a wizard with it, bro.
The man is far too intelligent than you give him credit for. So naturally,
I like it because her dad, the evil mayor, is like, that young man, he was actually good. Oh well, I can find some. I can find some other asshole not to pay. I don't feel like Kentaro got paid for that job.
What made you think he did? Like, I would never even assume that he did get paid for this shit.
Man, he got accused of touching that little girl. He got accused of touching the homegirl, man. Of course he did.
At that point, he was forced to resign from his position, and and naturally he's on the bike on over to the next town, which brings us into episode 3. Kentaro fighting a low-ranking member of the.
Apparently, Kentaro is literally sitting there like, "Yo, this man that you love, he don't really love you."
I like it because this whole episode.
Hold on,
it's low key because it's more low key one because instead of him working at working for a mayor or working at like a bustling place, he's like, "Nah, I'm working at a noodle shop."
It was a udon. It was an udon noodle. Udon noodle restaurant. Now, this episode is God, I feel like Japan has wrote episodes like this many times in the past because CJ, there is at least 2 Super Sentai from the 90s that were ramen or noodle based episodes. Because, hold on.
There's always one.
Always one.
Hold on.
You get one.
Jetman did an episode similar to this, and Kaku Ranger had an episode that was about noodles.
Recent.
The one I also noticed, at least what anime do, they do the
you ever see the Kaku Ranger or Die Ranger did the soba? Yeah, it was the soba noodles.
It's always like I always see noodles, or I always see like fish, whether it be sushi or whether it be like eel or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Something that has to do with fish getting their heads chomped off.
Right. So in this episode, Kentaro was learning, okay, the first time I tried to make udon noodles, our customer didn't like it. So pen to pad. Tell me what I gotta do. Oh, it's supposed to be like this. This is very educational. Good information.
Hey, we don't got a smoking hot girl in this one. Where's the smoking hot girl in this one? It's not a smoking hot. It's not a smoking hot girl. It's the good girl.
No. Yes, it is a good girl, but let's be real. With the right outfit and take away the braids, yes, she becomes a smoking hot girl.
Hey, look, Akira Toriyama and freaking Hideo Kojima told me something. If her hair swayed back, that's the one I want. So that's what I found out.
That's the one that is untouched.
That's the one I found out, because if I notice, you notice how, at least this is so weird because Dragon Ball is not that type of thing to be written that way. But if you notice that Bulma and Chi-Chi have 2 different vibes, and you kind of can realize the vibe that Chi-Chi puts off is always wife-like. Bulma doesn't do no wifing around Vegeta. She just pushes out baby.
Yes, fuck you money. You don't really have to do wife duties.
She don't have to do nothing.
Once you have fuck you money, are you really doing wife duties? Not really.
And then when I say Kojima has all these hot girls in all of his games, but the one you know he wanted was Naomi, because that's the one that banged out Otacon.
That was a pity fuck in the grand scheme.
Oh, that was a pity one, but here's Kojima.
Cancer.
But here's Kojima. Kojima's like this. Yeah, so we in the back of the helicopter. Why you keep on saying we? I mean, Hal and her in the back of the helicopter. Waterman, you have your hand up. What's wrong, sir?
Can you put that picture up of old girl again?
There you go.
All right, thank you. Oh God, that's the one you get that you want to train.
Who are these niggas? I cried laughing when I read it.
You know what I'm saying?
Just.
Here's the thing. I will admit, yes, men are taught that. We are taught that. It's a wrong thing that we are taught that about women. It really is. I really mean that, and it's something I want to kind of make sure my sons are alerted to. Yes, that is the girl you want.
But
what is this training shit, nigga?
Well, hold on. Recently, he has reworded it as coaching. You coach her.
You know what kills me?
Coaching. Sorry. Look, it's even worse when they use the word coaching like that, and the girl is clearly 15 years younger. It's like, oh, grooming is the word you use.
You know what kills me? It's the same dudes that be saying, I want to, basically more or less grooming. They be the brokest motherfuckers ever, and it's like, how does that work?
It's not even. Chris, you're right. And you're right.
You don't even got the money to groom anybody. So what are we doing here?
You know what? No.
I'm not saying having money makes it better.
Chris, no. Chris, you're right. But what's so sadder to me is the dudes that actually do have a solid enough job to where I guess you could throw your weight around in a relationship like that. It comes from like, nigga, you don't have that type of job. Like, I make the money, sure. You work at the gas station, nigga. I don't think you understand it.
You're the manager of a Royal Farms. What are we doing here, sir?
Oh, look, actually, no, I will give it to the manager of Royal Farms because he has to conduct shit. Dog, It's like, dog, there's requirements to his job. When you don't have requirements to your job, those are the niggas. Those are the niggas. The dudes that been single all through their 20s and halfway through their 30s. Now they're in their 40s and they got that extra $10,000 and they can talk to somebody. Dumb niggas. And dudes who can't even teach their kids nothing want to say, yeah, so I gotta train this one.
It's the same ones that be
she 22, bro.
Passport bros.
No, she 20. Look, passport bros are. I would love to look, but actually, you know what? That's who she was going. Homegirl was going out with. She was going out with a passport, bro. Dude was a local yakuza. Everybody liked him and all that. Here's the funny thing. I like that he was local
of the yakuza.
I like that he was local yakuza, but he was local yakuza that was respected because he wasn't like a goon or nothing like that. Finally, Kitaru confronts this nigga because he's talking to his bitch on the motherfucking bridge. This dude turns, his whole animation changed up. Yeah. I was like, yo, this nigga a basic ass Yakuza goon, yeah. Yo, this is the dude, this is the first nigga you fight in Yakuza when they try to give you a tutorial. That's who homeboy is.
It's the guy that was in Majima's gang in Yakuza 1 and shit that you fought.
Bro, this is the dude
that to put the bat to him.
Hey, CJ, this is the dude that you like. Square to punch. Hey, CJ, this is the dude that you fight before you fight Bourbon in Streets of Rage 2.
Great. Every time somebody says Streets of Rage, I just hear
yes, yes, you hear the jam. Yes, you do.
Hey kids, buy Streets of Rage 4 on your latest consoles.
Actually, you know what, my boys quit. They tapped out so hard. We was trying to get we were trying to get like the hardest. We was trying to platinum that joke, and they got to like the level 3. It was like, yeah, fuck this game.
Hey, I'm gonna say, hold on, I'm gonna go ahead and say this to your boys. Soft.
I know, right? Yo,
soft.
Aries went Kobe like.
That's fucked up, man.
No,
that's fucked up.
Hey, the truth. Hey, the truth wasn't supposed to be pretty.
Me, a man of culture, gotta manipulate them AIs. That's what you need to do.
You gotta do some of them dial switches, boy. How many continues y'all got? See, that's the problem. You only got 3.
You need to flip them dip switches. That's what you need to
do something about that. Oh, you put it on hardest? Oh, no, you got trained then. What you doing, boy? Hold on. This is the thing I love about
better hit the games. Lab, Negro.
This is the thing I love about video games when niggas will reminisce about Streets of Rage. They're like, yeah, man, I play that junk all the time. I can tell when y'all niggas ain't beat the game. I can just hear it in your voice. You
didn't get to this, did you? You didn't get to the finale with the
you lost at Shiva, did you? You lost at Shiva and you didn't get past that, and you embarrassed and you don't want to tell nobody. D was saying, I didn't get past Shiva until I was 24 years old, but I didn't have a Sega. I don't know about y'all niggas. So that's the difference.
Don't know what to tell you.
I don't know, man. I had played look, and then this is where I become a elitist. See, I played real beat 'em ups like Final Fight. I don't know about y'all niggas. Yes.
Oh yeah, Final Fight with Sodom, who was the most broken
Scrotum, as I used to call him, was such.
That's how you know that was like scrotum.
That was quarter munching right there,
man.
His whole boss fight. Ugh.
I'm just mad Kentaro literally did play the fucking Yakuza tutorial. Like, all right, time to fucking press triangle, and hold triangle. And
Joe, he jacked my boy up. All you saw was straights come from Kentaro. Punch, chomp in front of his hooker. And the girl was like, oh my God. Kentaro looks up and see homegirl. He's like, oh shit. Yeah, I was just trying to show him how to Kentaro don't. Oh fuck.
At the same time, he was like, you know what? I'm so mad that I wasted my Kempo skills on this.
When he said that, I like, hey, Fang Wei, that was one low class nigga. Stop.
It's like, yo, nah.
I will give it up. You did. You gave hands and gave him out for free. You gave him out for free. You tried to charge the nigga, and he didn't want to do it that way.
Respect the hustle on that one. I
respect. Give it to him for free, man. I give it up, man. But of course, man, Kentaro tried his best.
At least you tried.
Tried his best, but nothing came out of it. And then, like I said, nothing came out of it. I'm gonna say nothing came out of it except the fact that when he left, he learned how to actually make noodles. Of course he did. He became a master at it right before he left. and went to the next town. The homegirl was left there with the flowers on her hand, thinking to herself, damn, that nigga was actually kind of fine.
I mean, the whole
and I ain't got no boyfriend.
No, the whole subplot was about her wanting to do flower arrangement and not necessarily take over the restaurant, because that's what she wanted to do. She arranged flowers, she showed it to Kentaro, and they got to that whole this type of flowers is meant for someone, and jump cut to the next scene. Then she comes to find out that, oh yeah, the flowers that I arranged, they were for him. She fell in love with him, and he was off to the next town. And
it makes me laugh. And one of them that makes me laugh is one of those things where he actually sat down and learned about horticulture just a little bit from her and shit like that, just so this motherfucker can flex. Oh, those are morning glories.
Yeah, morning glories.
Here's me. I'm like, hey, Kentaro, it's that and cherry blossoms. It's just Japan. Y'all kind of write yourselves into the corner, bro. It was going to be one of the two.
one of each. Like, it's one or the other.
That's so he's off to the next town, which takes us to episode 4. Yes, Kentaro challenges an Olympian.
The nutsack on this dude. So he gets hired. He gets hired at a local Y.
Y. I like that.
He actually gets a job at a real good swimming school, and of course he gets there, and they're like, "Do you know how to swim?" What are you talking about? Of course,
like, do I?
This nigga gets in the pool. I like it because they show him swimming, but the best part about it is that you see him at one point just get up and start walking through the water, and then falls back in it.
Bro, I love what I love from that.
Gets serious face.
What I love from that was like the hilarious animation that came from. You saw the serious animation of him leaping into the friggin' pool. Like
it was great animation because you see all his muscle figure and all the rest of that. He jumps into it, and all of a sudden, all the animators that had a busted hand out onto the jump. All you saw was bug eyes and water. That's all you saw.
I just like the part where he's swimming and they literally do like an ass shot of the swimming. And I'm like, of course they did.
They were in love with that shot. And in this episode, he fell in love with this chick.
Yes. I mean, let's be real. Let's just take a moment to observe what we have in front of us here.
I'm looking
at a championship swimmer.
Mm-hmm.
In the Olympics.
Yes. And for some reason, the water ain't cold, but her nipples tell us that it is. What? You weren't looking at him?
Sir, that is Japan. You know full and well them pools is heated.
That's what I'm saying. Ain't no way in the world.
Well, sir, we don't know the luxury of heated pools because we're from we're not in Japan. Yeah.
What you gonna say? We from PG County. You was gonna call some ashy black people from an unfunded place.
From unfunded.
First off, we're yeah, you're right.
Oh, we look. I always have to say it. Like I take this from my wife, and she said it one time. I think people forget this. We're from DC. Like we have shit.
Courtesy of Marion Barry. Bless.
Smoke crack, get your job back.
Do you know that Marion Barry still has a law where all of the pools in DC are free? All you have to do is show an ID. Is like hop your ass in that pool. For some reason, white people ain't got the message and they're still paying for pools.
We're a national podcast. Shut the fuck up. White people listen to us.
These crackers gonna listen to it. They're like, hey guys, pool's free. Yeah, the dude, the one that smoked crack. He must have been. He shouldn't pull, man.
Shut up.
Fucking Ted from Northwest DC listen to this like, hey honey, I didn't know you had free pools.
Yeah, man, I work at Pitney Bowes. Where you work at? 7-Eleven. That's cool.
Pitney Bowes.
I hate this city. I hate this fucking city so much.
It's like, oh, we got a new guy here. It's like, where you work out of? Oh, Robert Half? Yeah, I worked with him before. I tried to get in, but I had to leave.
Hey, where you work at? Look, where you look at? I just started sweeping floors over at the like. When your white people get here? Anyway, but yo, so the whole swimming episode. So basically, when he got out of that pool,
hey, that is
that shot right there with the ass cheeks. Oh, they showed that at least twice of her doing that. Do you want to know something? I will say this: as pervy as I got as a kid, that never did nothing for me. That never did nothing for me. I wasn't that kid. Look, one booty cheek hanging out. I was never that kid. Now, Eris,
you weren't desperate.
No. Hold on. Now, and it happened. Much like the lottery, it happens. They get out of that pool and the titty fall out. Ah!
Hey, look, man. A lot of us, that went to King's Dominion multiple times in the water area were just like, come on.
There was too many of that. That's like, look. It's one of the many reasons why I'm glad I don't have no daughters. I will literally have to be at the pool. Y'all better not be looking at them, nigga. It's over there just drinking motherfuckers.
My dude's up there doing this. He pulls his shirt up, got a fucking damn 9 in his damn his swim trunks.
I see you, baby. Waving with a gun in your hand. I see you, baby. Yeah. I heard dad.
Some person like the kid. Is he allowed to have a gun? Open carry, dog. It's DC. Sorry.
Hey, man, it's DC, man.
Is he allowed to have it? No, hold up. Is he allowed to have a gun? What you want to do?
I know
what you want to
do. Actually, that's Maryland. You can't have an open and carry in Maryland. You want to do something about it, my nigga?
Exactly.
Shut the fuck up. Oh, look. But this is all but it's PG, so this happened. God, here come the Fed.
I know, right?
Like, no, officer, I'm not doing nothing. No, I got a license for it. I'll put it up. I'm just letting niggas know what time it is. I'm sorry, cop. I'm sorry, officer.
Just letting them know what time it is.
If you're in Charles County.
Know what I just said. Know what I just said right there. I'm a black man with a license. That only flies in the great state of Maryland.
Hold on. PG and Montgomery. You can't.
PG,
Charles
Montgomery County and Charles County. Charles County gets iffy. That's what time it is in Charles County.
St. Mary's.
St. Mary's votes Democrat, so it can't be a sundown town. Let's just put it that way.
St. Mary's is Trump County, sir. What are you talking about?
Bullshit. How can you be next door? How can you be next door to the great thickness that is Salisbury, Maryland, and yet that's Trump?
No. Salisbury is Calvert or is one.
No, so that's all Democrat. I already know that.
Yeah.
Eastern Shore.
St. Mary's.
Eastern Shore. And a whole bunch of white people is like, well, I like this community. Live over there, okay?
St. Mary's is where it's like. Yeah, you might want to leave when it gets like 6 o'clock.
Hey man, look, man, why you out here? Why are you being black out here at this hour?
It's like, what is this?
Oh man, that's when you get real loud somewhere. It's like 9 o'clock. You get real loud. You get that one brother. Hey, what's up? Man, shut the fuck up, bro. Chill, bro. Because they always look. You see them over there. Yeah. All right, man. I get with you, nigga.
I like how Kentaro, after this, moves on, and now.
Hold up.
No, there was a whole lot of stuff that happened.
My bad.
This one. He So what happened? So like I said, he wasn't good enough to swim. So what he had to do? Teach the beginners course, and
teach the kids, teach the youth, the local youth,
the youths as we call them.
The children are our future.
These little motherfuckers were peeing in the pool. I mean, everybody does that, but throwing up in the pool is like I never seen it, and I'm glad I never did.
You don't want to.
I don't. I know though. If I see somebody throw up in the pool, I'm not touching the pool at all. But D, what even on that side doesn't matter.
Does it really?
Y'all gonna have to dump enough chlorine in here. You know, when you dump too much chlorine, and everybody's eyes are super red. That's the only way I'm getting into it at this point. I need that shit going and disinfected.
It's like when Homer put fucking chlorine in the pool, like
That one kid was like trying to do this because I was would open.
Oh, what did you put in the pool? Chlorine. I don't think.
No. Marge was like, Homer, how much chlorine you put in? Enough. But Kentaro,
Chlorine, eh?
But guess what he does though? But guess what Kentaro does the whole time when he's learning about swimming? The whole entire time he's writing, he's learning, because that's the key, guys. Learning.
He's Skynet. He learns.
Learning. No. I'm talking about these guys learning, not just making enough money so you think you earned something. Okay.
There we
Okay.
go. I knew it. I freaking knew it.
But I like how, but in that episode, finally, because he bets her. This nigga bets.
Actually, she bet
him, right?
Yeah, she bet him because she felt that number one, his teaching style was what do you call it? Too
retarded.
No, stop it. Stop it with the throwaway words before we get canceled, D.
Are we ever gonna ever get canceled? Probably not.
Are we ever truly gonna get canceled?
You know I'm not serious when I say that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Anyway, no, it's too juvenile, basically, is what she called it. And she's like, all you're doing is just teaching them, all you've been doing is just playing around with them. You're not taking this serious at all. So when she challenges him to swim, do the whole that whole 100-meter swim from one end of the pool to the end, to the other end. He's like, okay, I could do it. She even gives him a handicap to allow him 2 weeks to train.
I mean,
it was about 2 weeks. I think it was a week actually.
Yeah, it was about a week or whatever to train. And so when they finally do the challenge, she goes off and swims. He starts swimming, but what ends up happening is my man activates horny mode and decides to get all up in that beaver.
And this is where it comes from, where Chris was talking about earlier, where you just see the butt cheeks and the legs opening up and all the rest of that. Let me tell y'all something. Give the animators this. They left nothing to the imagination. The only thing that was missing was the bump inside of that thing. That was the only thing they was missing.
And let me tell you something else. This man was swimming so much that he got so all up in there. All I can say is groceries, son.
Nose first in
them groceries.
Let me just say this.
You can't say
let me tell you this
and the
one.
nose at the same time, sir. That's the Joel Silver bat signal right there, sir.
Yeah, Joel Silver.
I know, right? It's Michael Keaton in Batman Returns when he's like this.
No, so the signal.
Joel Silver's like,
no.
Here's Joe. Look, they zoom onto him. Where's the party?
No. Hey, CJ, hold up. You want to see what the signal looks like in the background for Joel?
What?
Right? You're wrong.
I know it's out of focus.
It's out of focus for
it's out of focus, but it is.
Boy, nigga, that was a.
Twitch is abandoning us. They think it's a drug paraphernalia on fucking.
When it's not.
Again, Amarath showed a whole bush, and they only took her out for like 20 minutes, nigga. I think we'd be fine showing the.
My man took a fucking Chick-fil-A straw, and somehow we get banned. Like, what the hell?
See, that's the thing. This wasn't even Chick-fil-A. This literally is made. Like it's got the dollar print on it. It's this is what they gave us when we went to. Hold on. This is what they gave us at the screening for Cocaine Bear.
You still have that?
Yep, I do.
I'm sorry. He keeps his paraphernalia that looks like fucking drugs.
Allegedly.
I lost mine. So
allegedly. Well, you did move, sir.
Hey, Chris, you lost yours. Gotcha.
But that's my point.
Yo, baby, where's that? I don't know what you're talking about. What pipe you looking for? What are you talking about?
No, it's her.
Look, Chris. No. Chris walks in there, snapped in half, looks on the ground. Here's Chris. So did you just snort up all my fucking coke? Is that what happened?
No, it's the Goodfellas.
It's priorities at that
No,
point.
no,
Don't give a fuck about that. Where to go?
No, it's the Goodfellas. Honey, where's my straw? Oh, I flushed it out the toilet. Why would you
What?
flush it down the
I thought it was illegal.
Hold on, Chris goes to the nearest wall. he doesn't punch the wall. He is palming the wall. Why would you do that?
I'm fucking dead. It's like, Chris, is this a straw? Chris,
What the fuck am I gonna do?
Like I said,
They wake up in each other's arms. You got the motherfucking piece of that.
like I said, the bump signal.
no, I'm waking up like this. Like,
This man hear the CJ hear the door creak.
it's like, it ain't that serious.
It's your girl talking about, I just went to go get some water, nigga, chill.
It's cop and a half where he dropped the milk.
Like, man, we gotta
You know
get
what?
out
I
of
just
this.
realized.
The CJ be like, man, we gotta get out of this town. We gotta get out of this damn town. Like, if we stay here, we're dead. This man is sweating.
Coke sweats.
No, you got the distressed mini fro.
Eris. I'm not gonna say your girl's name over on the air, Chris. But here's me, Eris. Now, I got you, girl. I got you, girls, right over there. She look over there. Down here, here's me. Just look down there. See two. I gotta go, D. What you talking about? Where you going?
It's okay. I'm out of here. I'm gone.
Where you going? Where you go?
You just hear the sound of. You just
Hear me, Eris.
You hear the sound of two burly men moving a box. All right, you guys ready? Are you guys ready to do this? Yeah, like we good? Yeah.
It's okay,
oh,
Jimmy.
Oh shit!
I'll
Hold
be
up.
back.
Hold up. Just stand. Hold up. Stand there.
Dog.
Just stand there and be a large man. She won't notice.
She won't even know.
Here, Eris. Here's me seconds later when she leave. Yeah, the bitch got away, nigga. I told you what. Let's just sit Chris down. Look, let's just sit Chris down to DreamCon. Hey, Chris.
How do you feel about it?
Look, if me and Eris see you down to DreamCon, we're trying to kill you.
Oh, in Minecraft.
Look, if it's DragonCon, you good. You going to DreamCon, the feds are involved, and I suggest you get your affairs in order. Something's going down that night.
Hey, CJ. If D and I somehow pull off the impossible and we get that influencer press credentials for DreamCon,
and we give it to you, Chris, you're not coming back. You're not coming back from Texas.
Hold up, freeze frame. That's when I knew I was never coming back to 3BG.
Eris. Can you do that for me? You see, they don't come at you.
Yeah, the guy turned out to be a rat. He ratted you out. He ratted all of you out.
Are we really stopping in the middle of this?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, guys. Yes.
I know we got into it. We got to it. Oh my God. This is what happens when he brings up the bump. So, speaking of sniffing a line that he ain't supposed to be sniffing, he got right directly in there. He could smell what the girl had for breakfast. So that's pretty much.
Again, just so you know, it was all this. All of this.
It was all a dream.
What I will say is this, and I ain't got a picture of it.
Heavenly glory.
Look at all that tanned Japanese glory, nigga.
Tightness.
Yeah, she built like a white girl underneath that shit.
But she's built Honda tough.
Honda, stop. With the reliability of Toyota. I gotta be honest with you. We saying all this. She built like a
quirkiness of a
Suzuki.
Mitsubishi.
Let's not act like
The quirkiness of a Mitsubishi.
Actually, I have to agree. I think she's a Mitsubishi. You remind me of my Jeep.
She's an Evo. She's an Evo 3.
You know what? I
It's an
respect
Evo
that.
3.
I respect that.
That is an Evo 3. I'm keeping it to the 90s. That is an Evo 3.
You want me to be real? You want D to be real? And this is going to sound like I'm so mean. She's just a really clean gallant. Let's not act like she's doing it.
Negro, she is an Olympian. She's at least an Evo 3.
She's an SI. What the fuck are you talking about?
If we go to Tsubi territory, yeah. No, God, Honda SI, nigga, that's a Type R.
No.
Stop it.
No. Let's just be real.
JDM.
Man, she a nice ass prelude, nigga. Let's not like
Type R prelude.
Type R prelude. Okay.
Silver.
I'm fine with that one. I'm fine with that. What happened to Kentaro? Oh, they kicked him out.
No, but then of course,
Grand opening, grand closing on that one.
He's like this.
Hold on. And what happens? And what happens when he
one doesn't put their nose all the way into a vagina?
Especially.
They can leave.
Oh no. See, she was willing to let all of that go. She was like, I can let it all go. I would let all that go. She gets out the pool. Kentaro gets out the pool. I loved the sunshine, full reflect around this man's glory. Okay.
Dun, 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 dun.
Somehow, them
Boner. He means boner.
I mean, super boner. We're talking. Like we're talking classic 90s anime boner where the light is just obscuring it. And she saw all of Kentaro and she's like, what were you thinking? What like just what indecent thing were you thinking about? Son, she cocked back and one hit a quitter Kentaro out of that damn pool. Now, of course, he gets fired. He gets let go. Come to find out, oh, the kids are back and they've learned to swim. And one of them in particular wanted to thank the like the boss of the place. And when she goes to greet them, the kid is like, hey, where's Kentaro? I wanted to thank him.
That showed up for?
Like, I wanted to thank him. And then she finds out from all the other teachers that, like Kentaro was the one who actually taught the kids, and he did such an amazing job that we just copied him.
Kentaro was teaching the youths of America.
He was teaching them the way.
Teaching the way.
We are nothing more than a local Y.
Sorry, the best joke ever in that shitty ass Blade 3 is when Brian Reynolds is like, so Blade, after you kill Dracula, you're gonna teach the kids karate at the local Y?
I can't see you teaching
karate
at the local Y. Listen, that movie did not take itself seriously, and neither should we.
That was, you know what though? As much as that was a funny joke, I was like, I mean, he has some truth in that one because Blade really gonna be teaching karate.
He really had no business stealing that damn movie, but damn it, he did. So yes, naturally, like all the other women in the previous episode, falls in love with Kentaro, and like, oh god, now
cut of his jib.
Like now, she's like, I got it. Like, why did I let him go? He was great.
I'm sorry. Did you just say cut of his jib?
Yes. When in reality, when in reality, D, here was the funny thing. So she was like, you know what? All the kids were having so much fun. It just made me think of my father. He taught me to enjoy being in the water first and then to be a swimmer. Yes, that look.
I gotta be real with you.
Panty dropper.
Mm-hmm. Dog, she fine.
Moist.
Let me be
moist.
Real. Of all the girls in here, she's fine as fuck, nigga. I'm just gonna put it out there. You know me. You know, Eris, you know me. I like all my Asian girls to have the same skin tone as fried chicken. You already know that with me. So, hey, whatever, man.
No. I'm with you. I'm with you. So, God. So now here we are at episode 5, the greatest episode ever.
Man,
I'm so mad you titled this Kintaro races a whore.
Okay,
He
okay,
literally
okay.
ends up
But
becoming
in reality, she's not.
He literally becomes Benson to this family.
Dog.
He-
Okay, so
the whole
check
thing
this
Mr.
out.
Belvedere, if you will.
the
No,
whole thing-
Benson, you were right with Benson. You were right with Benson there, Chris.
Well, it was more like Benson in training, because y'all remember that episode of the like a Samurai Champloo where Mugen, Jean, and Fu got to stay in that temple, but in order to stay, they had to do all the chores. So they're on their knees doing like freaking running the rag across the floor and all that junk. They're they're cleaning the temple. They're making sure everything is clean. They're learning how to be one with the temple. You know what I mean? But what ends up happening is he's not as good at it. This is the one time he actually tried to somewhat stumble and learn his way into doing this particular job, only to find out he's really not that good at it.
Yeah.
I mean,
So,
yeah.
And of course he begs and pleads, to stay, give me another chance. Like, I could do this. I know I could do this. And they're like, no, you gotta go, please. So, hey, Kintaro, real quick, my Negro, where'd you get that? Where'd you get the camping gear from? Notice this man was camped outside the temple for a whole month.
What I have learned, when I was homeless, I learned this. If you have a tent, you're pretty much protected from like about 40% of what's out there. So you're fine, actually.
You're protected by the elements.
No, for real. It sounds silly, but like they ain't no this. Yeah. But real talk, that's all you need. Yeah, that's really all you need. That's why it's ridiculous when you hear like people spend like certain amounts for tents. Like for about $2,000, you can buy a pop-up house. Like I'm not even joking about that. Yeah, you can buy a tent
and literally get a fucking shed.
Yeah, you can pretty much buy a pop-up house, young, if you can do that, yeah. So that's why I was laughing at like Kintaro probably setting that bitch.
Now
he got all I need is this and my radio. Shit.
Now, mind you, the centerpiece of this episode, one Reiko, the biker girl, her what she calls it, the Beambo baby.
Bimbo.
That's I love the fact that she calls it that, because I was like, hey, way to not get sued by Brimbo. I know what it is because you got the same font.
I mean,
I was sitting there the whole time. I was like, I know that's like Brimbo. Like, when did Brimbo make motorcycles? That was my problem. When did they make motorcycles?
Like, when did this
I know they make parts. But did they make a motorcycle? But I was thinking like that might be a I was gonna say not Bugatti. Ducati. I was thinking like it was Ducati, but that's not even shaped like a Ducati. So I'm like, whatever she got, that shit is mean.
I think it is a Kawasaki.
Yeah.
I was saying more than likely it's probably Kawasaki or something like that.
It is a Kawasaki.
Maybe a Honda model like that, but I don't know. You know what I mean?
I'm calling it a Kawasaki, or let's just call this thing what it really is. The world's biggest vibrator for her.
Yeah. So here's the thing. The one thing I've learned from women is this, and I love y'all for this, ladies. If you have a bucket as a car and there's a bumpy road, I know what you're doing. You ain't fooling nobody, girl. You ain't fooling nobody. You got a car with bad shocks, and I'm not talking like you hitting potholes, but it's like construction. So it's like, I know why you're sitting there doing this. I know why you're smiling.
Son,
I know why a few of y'all sit on freaking washing machines. I know why.
That's a real thing.
Listen, when Kintaro spots her.
But when I get an erection, you want to kick me out the library. I just don't understand this shit. Really.
When Kintaro spots Reiko on her bike, fully nude, and just enjoying every second of this. Let me tell you something. If you sat around waiting patiently for the fan service, you get all of that in this episode.
This girl is literally on her bike in her garage, topless, playing with herself, like I
Not even
could just
really
bucket naked.
But
She over there revving it, like yes, it just feels so great.
Like the front
Just
cover
all
of a
over
damn Maxim magazine and shit.
yeah.
My
Hot
girl
import tuner mag.
No. I got you, CJ. Performance Auto and Sound.
Yes.
It's the cover of Performance Auto and Sound.
Eris, what was one of your favorite shows back in the day?
Like, give me a type.
Host of the black guy.
Oh, Street Fury.
He disappeared off the. Yeah.
Well, he met his boy at.
I did meet his
San
boy
Diego last year. So
you met his boy. Yeah, I remember that. You met his boy, and you was like that nigga.
He told me that he was the most obnoxious.
That blew his mind.
You know, look.
I was like, I thought that was just for the show. You mean to tell me he's really like that in person? Oh, God.
Eris, you have one as a wife. You let any black man let a little Asian girl go. It's gonna go right here. It's gonna go right here and down here too. We're not stupid. That goes right to a man's ego. Seeing a little Asian girl laugh. Asian girl from Cali, her little hands. That's you, America. Why are you doing that?
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap, nigga. My girl was like, she made his life a living hell at that fucking temple, man. I did not like her for 1 second. So when they finally like, nah, we're gonna square, we're gonna fucking race. And she was like,
well, he meets up with her at he actually meets up with her at the, I want to say what, at the gas station at a rest stop area. And when she tells her, she tells him that number one, she hates men, and there's not a man in the world that could satisfy her like her motorcycle. So when we basically get the freaking Dom and Brian of Fast and Furious 1 race where they decide to race from God knows where, just race. She's like, if you can catch up with me, like if you can keep up with me, you know, you can do whatever you want. You don't tell Kentaro that. Because Kentaro will take everything that he learned. Yes. You don't tell a man.
You tell this man any of that. By the way, that looks like jizz, and I'm gonna stop putting that up there.
It's like mayonnaise, but you know.
Same consistency, Chris, and the same amount of children swimming inside of it.
We're still on Twitch. Still on Twitch. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're good.
We good. We fly.
No, gentlemen, this race on the freaking Toge, the mountain pass, is unbelievable. Your boy Kentaro, the animation when this man hit this angle, beautiful.
It's great. It's beautiful.
Beautiful.
I like the fact that she was looking at it. She's like, wait a minute. I've seen that before. I could do the same thing on my bike, but he's doing it flawlessly. How is he doing this? I was like, well, number one, anime.
Anime rules.
Hold on. Number one, anime. Number two, never underestimate the amount of horny the main character has.
Horny on main.
You shouldn't have been talking shit.
I mean,
plain and simple,
bro.
Plain and simple.
And the fact that there was no rules, so my man goes, what is it? My man gets yeeted over a telephone pole, and he's riding.
The reason why is because he throws a hook on a
he threw his hook
on a Porsche, and the Porsche is just sending him flying. So when the Porsche turned,
like damn near crashed.
Yeah, almost spun out. He had to throw his hook somewhere else. This nigga throws it on the telephone line, gets all the way up on top of the line, and perfectly lands on the line. I'm like,
this man.
No.
That man is riding. He's riding on the on the freaking power line, right? What I loved was she's thinking, I knew it. Like I knew there was no way he can keep up with me. She sees this man's shadow on the ground as she's riding her bike, looks over, how the hell? Pure anime, by the way. This is just pure anime at this point.
Oh my God. So
Your boy leaps. Yeah. Hold on. First of all, when he leaped off of the power line to get back on the ground, as soon as he landed, I said, your bike should have been in pieces.
Kablooey. Kablooey's the word.
Like done.
Man said kablooey.
No.
Like,
what did
what
Roger
level
say?
suspension you got on that damn bike?
Hey, Chris, Roger said in American Dad, that's what a scientist calls a big kabloomy. So this nigga, they hit naked. They hit the hill. And he's still go. And she over there she's over there being the usual initial D villain, overthinking everything. Yeah, we're both gonna jump it. And then she was like,
wait a minute. No, there's no way you can clear that. We ain't clearing that.
This nigga like, yeah.
Bear in mind.
And I was like, yes. See what you did? A man got killed to fuck you. I hope you feel good, you bike slut. That's what I was gonna call her first. I was gonna call her a bike slut.
I mean, son, he this is what he was after.
You know, it's crazy.
That's crazy how cash oil symbol on her shoulders.
Crazy how that time period birthed everybody wearing like racing like suits that look dope as shit.
Yeah. The 90s were an excellent time for motorsport.
Jackie Chan had a movie where he played a race car driver and he threw Thunderbolt, doing a little martial arts in there and stuff, and he looked dope as hell. I forgot what company did he wear?
Mitsubishi.
That was a Mitsubishi.
Oh yeah, it was Mitsubishi. Yeah, Mitsubishi. I love that suit. I was like, man, they make some dope ass suits.
It's like I said, the 90s and late 80s were a great time in motorsports.
Can I say, sirs? Just when you think, oh man, he died, you were amazing. Boom! He comes running out of the freaking bush, busted bike and all, still in one piece. But trust me, his front wheel was done.
So let me get this shit straight.
And this man is just repeating over and over, study. I'm like, bro, I ain't gonna say he lost the plot. That this man stood on business and was like, I am going to.
So let me get this shit straight. So he outran my bike, kept up with it. This nigga lived jumping over Springfield Gorge over here and shit. He actually lived and he's happy about it. I'm gonna have to give this nigga some pussy. Like, I don't understand. Like, how did he's just rolling out my life. I could easily follow him on this bike, but I'm not.
I mean, the fact that she went on the road and continued to try to catch up with him, I'm like, you are not catching him.
You're never going to catch him. He has anime powers. He's halfway to Tokyo by now.
He is main character. No, he is main character powers. Which this is the one thing I did love about this animated show. Like, because the show was animated, it was never really in Tokyo. He was always like in some suburban town.
In his city or straight up country.
It was always the countryside, and even the countryside's got its city part of the countryside.
Yeah, true. I did
local town.
Like, put it this way, it's anime does this to itself. Anytime they're in the city, you just have to assume they're in Tokyo. Like I said again, they do it to themselves. Anytime they're in the city, you just assume they're in Tokyo. Anytime they're in the country, you got to assume they're in the country, and there's like only one gas station. So, like, as an anime does it kind of to itself. There's no middle city. Yeah, it's so funny. As big and known as Osaka is, it's not nearly as featured as much as Tokyo is featured. So you automatically think as a city, this is not Nagasaki, this is not Kyoto, this is not Osaka, this is Tokyo. That's what I'm looking at. You don't think it's one of the districts in there. You think that is fucking Tokyo, just because that's just the way like I said, anime kind of does that to itself. Bro. You know,
I don't know. It's just kind of funny. Last episode is literally like Sue said, a goddamn clip show.
Well, I didn't really call it a clip show. I just definitely called it Full Circle. But before that, D, I want to know, what was this for?
Y'all niggas kept talking. Y'all kept talking about stuff and made me realize that uno, dos, and tres, all three of us are 40. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Thank you.
My nigga said being gay.
Being gay, nigga. You over here, like, we over here talking about, them times the anime, we used to have to rent anime. And Chris reminded me, well, see, the thing about the old days. The old days.
So you broke out the big gay, but I'd have been like, hey, man, the icy hot.
See, the one, I didn't want to break out icy hot. Being gay makes you know, oh, you all the way 60. So, Chris, you said it wrong. It's not really a clip show. It's more
Yes, very much this, because it really is.
It's very tongue in cheek in a way.
It's definitely. Come on, man. We're 6 episodes in. It has to be tongue in cheek. Episode 5 being the most fan service of fan service, but
we got all the way titty rubbing, rocking that one. Okay,
yeah, so we got all of that. That's what I'm saying. This thing went full. It went full in on the fan service. Anyway, episode 6 is more of, all right, we want you people to understand something. We would like for anyone who's a fan of Japanese anime to appreciate anime as a whole, the anime industry, of what it was like.
We can't show our bosses, beating us and telling us not to go home and see our families. We can't show that. But we show everything else, though.
I did like the side of it that they did show of, these people work their ass off. They sitting in here sleeping at their desk. They got like a freaking cot that they pulled out. You know what I'm saying? They're sleeping there. They're surviving off of
ramen,
off of just straight up ramen and nothing else. And I was like,
I like ramen, how Kentaro even said
ramen and horrible snacks.
Kentaro said it. Most animators don't really eat nothing. They just eat ramen and I'm like. Wow, ramen and chips and that's it. They're not really getting a well balanced diet. So he's like, okay, let me put that on the books. We gotta do something about that. He's working with a girl. He's working with a pretty girl in animation, which D says 1 out of 10. But
no. See, you say 1 out of 10. I said, So I see he's here with Love Hina.
Yeah, you noticed that too?
Yeah.
God, that looked like Aya from Love Hina. You all right? It did look like her, yeah.
I was like, Love Hina.
D, do you know Love Hina? You fucking right, I do. I watched every episode of Love Hina. Can I write a report about it? Can I write a report about it? I'll try. I don't remember. Nigga, when I say I don't remember nothing of that anime, I watched all the OVAs, 4 specials. I watched all of Love Hina. I can't tell you a fucking thing. There was a boy, there was a girl, somebody prepped or something, and there was a hot spring. You get the point, right?
No. Seeing how this episode is definitely more of the, all right, we got all the horniness out of our system by episode 5, or as I or D, or as I like to call episode 5. Sensational. Episode 6 is, again, it's an appreciation, a love letter to the anime industry. Seeing how you get to draw an animation cell one after another. Like Kentaro basically learns about how anime is made in the first place. Now, I do like that the creator of the anime that they're working on, this movie that they're working on, the creator shows up, and I'm gonna say it. The creator is pretty much like a tongue-in-cheek version of the creator of Goldenboy, and so what he has is the uber tightly wound assistant who. Well, no, more of a manager. She's the one who yells at the animators if they don't get the animation right, like in time for their deadline. And they got a week, less than a week to get it done.
Something stupid and Japanese demanding. Yes,
it's really, really stupid. And then come to find out that their head animator, he got into an accident. He's in the hospital. Your boy Kitaro goes all the way back to episode 1, all the way up to episode 5, and recruits every single one of these women who were after this man's hog, and by the end of each episode.
And can I say, Eris, like people stranded in the Sahara, thirsty. Oh my God, you calling me? What you need?
This man got the software company to assist with the animation. He got the swimmer to be like, "Hey, I just need footage, just quick footage of you swimming. We're gonna rotoscope that shit and make it easier."
I mean, I was trying to do something, and I got this cute way I can do something. You want me to do? Okay,
I'm like, whatever you want to do. We're just gonna capture it and rotoscope. Then he got a hold of the freaking udon girl to make an actual balanced diet for the crew, which they love that shit.
But I love that thing he put in. Animators really like her.
I know, right? So then
oh God, and let me tell you something. I said that to be funny with Chi-Chi, but no, you can really tell when when creators make the one that that's the one I want to bang, and then they make the one they want to marry. You can always tell which one they want to marry. Tia Kudo, you ain't fool me. Toski's the one. She is the one, man. She looks just like Ichigo, but she got boobs and she can fight. Yeah, I know what you're doing, nigga.
I'll tell you this. You know what was interesting? Reiko, she was saved for last. To be like, hey,
what did the high schooler girl do?
The high school girl, I'm trying to remember. I think
even do.
High school girl was brought in for something. I think it was no. I think it was she was brought in to get I guess the mayor to do the promotion stuff, to have them promote the film everywhere. And of course, he still had to do something with Love Hina. He was expressing to her that, hey, your job is actually important. You draw animation cells. You have one of the most important jobs ever. You take pictures.
You like that, animators? You see what I'm doing? Don't you like that?
Two-hand.
Guys in the anime industry, I respect everything you do.
So, all together, when it was all said and done, he actually gets the film reel, puts it in the can, yeets it to Reiko. She gets on the bike, gets across town fast enough to make the deadline.
And everybody, now you know what happened when Jutsu Kaisen almost didn't make it to the air that 1 week. Do you know that is a shame? See, back in the day, I could understand this. Nowadays, you mean to tell me you completed the anime hours before it was supposed to fucking premiere on television? Who failed? It wasn't the animators. So who failed? That is sad, yeah. I hate how animators to this day get these stupid crunch time hours, man. I hate that so much for them, man. These niggas are super think about it for real, guys. Because we talk a lot about animation anyway. These people are super talented. They are super talented at what they do. The average person cannot do half of what they do. And then they're told to go be above and beyond to hit a deadline. Not because of what they did, but because of what the company is demanding of them. And we see this with the video game industry too. It's the same deal, man. It is why is it like that? Is demand that real big? I can, and I can kind of get it on both ends with video games and anime. I can kind of get that. But stop promising us normal folk shit. Just stop promising us stuff, okay? Just say, hey, Battlefield's going to come out at this time. When we give it to you when we're ready. No. Prophets say we got to do it next week.
Capitalism.
I don't get that.
Capitalism is also the idea of, hey, we made $1 million this 1 year. we can make 5 million the next. That's not how that works. You're not going to make 5 million.
I would never get over. I would never get over how how EA saw Battlefield 1. You mean to tell me you only made $8 million? Fuck this thing. It was a piece of shit. How much you thought it was going to make? 9 million to even make the 9.
Sounds about right.
I mean, look at streaming. Streaming is like, hey, we got this subscriber base. We can get more. There's only so many people in the world.
That you can get. Like, dog, real talk. Everybody that looking at us right now, I thank every one of y'all for looking at us. Because real talk, not because there's other better people on here or there's other things you could be doing, but you stopping and you showing us love. That's beautiful, man. I feel bad for the people that has a quota for views, a quota for likes, all the rest of that. I feel bad for them because at that point you're a slave to a number. And that kills creativity. That kills a lot of stuff, man. So like I really hate here. It's like seeing them have to do all this is funny, but I'm thinking to myself, do you know in the year of our Lord 2023, Jutsu Kaisen almost fucking didn't air because these niggas dropped the ball so hard. They was like, so it ain't ready? Yeah, we just got the paint done like 2 hours ago.
We just got the paint done.
Like, think about that. Think about how ridiculous that is, man. You mean to tell you get hours before Paris, even if it premieres at 7, you giving me the tape at 12 o'clock is still too late to me. It's like, yo, what is going on? That's dumb, man. So yeah. It's kind of funny how they make light of this situation.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of it, they saved the animation studio and got themselves a nice contract and everything.
What's the next anime? Raph and the Ninja. Oh Jesus!
They're tasked to do Raph and the Ninja.
Buckle up, kids.
Oh, buckle up. We probably not gonna be here next year, y'all.
But no, I mean,
after y'all got good references.
The good
there go Proxy.
And interesting bit is just like the manga. Kitaro is off again. My man dipped out and left again to go off to another job, another adventure. This man is like Poochie if Poochie got his own show.
It's like he's like that anime Mushi with the doctor that went to every village and shit. I don't know. I ain't seen Mushi in like 12 years. The point is he ain't coming back to where he was at. And pretty much that is actually all the Goldenboy right there. And I like how, like I said, this anime to me is a cult classic because it really is a good timestamp for the animation that was there at the time. And I remember that you and I, Eris, we love, like I said, we love talking about how the animation looks, how it goes from this wacky shit to this serious shit to something as detailed as this to something that looks all right, look. Somebody like that's good animation. No, it ain't. That's kind of bad for the 90s. But still, the fact that they have all this emotion that they can put into it, man, and it looks great. It looks good for the time. Can you make stuff like that now? Yeah, you could, but the art style is old now. The art style itself is kind of old.
You can make it look like that, but then it just looks soulless. I mean, look at Dragon Ball Super.
True. You can really tell when they that's the one thing that I think shonen anime kind of did that, where everything looks soft.
Which is what this was.
I won't even say softer. But you notice that the line work has changed.
Yeah, it was a lot of hard lines.
Yeah, and it's not a bad thing, but good lord, because especially in Dragon Ball Super is probably a good example. When the animation is good in Super, it's really good. And then you can tell, wow, so the Tuesday Squad was there, huh? And they just took over that whole episode, huh? You can really, I hate that, man, but there's always going to be an inconsistency in anime. But there is something about the older animes that had that, the hard line style and all the rest of that, man. You kind of miss it a little bit, man. I would take...
No, I was gonna say, get this, y'all. So when it comes to the reception, again, English language people, like viewers, love this anime. Again, widely known for its mature content. Not exactly hentai, but let's be real, it's borderlines on hentai.
It touches the wall a couple times. Yeah,
it does. Here's the wild part. Goldenboy was the anime to popularize anime in Russia after its huge success on MTV Russia. Hold on. Sailor Moon? Yeah, right. Ronin Warriors? Nigga, you wish. Dragon Ball? Ha, cute. No, it was Goldenboy that popularized anime in Russia.
The great country of Sickle and Zangief.
Here's the thing.
Hold up, the country of I must break you.
I will say this.
We wrestle bears in the cold.
There is a fantastic history of Russia and their relationship with anime. So much so that they're number one in the world when it comes to looking at hentai. It's Russia. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, wow, they're proud of that shit, ain't they? And when you look at any type of history when it comes to Russia and their relationship with anime, it's like America's, but it's a different pathway. It's interesting. That's all I can say. It's interesting from our pathway. But at the same time, we love to quote Dragon Ball, Sailor Moon, and all the rest of that. Let's just be real. It was really Ninja Scroll that did it. I think Ninja Scroll was probably the bigger that really, if Dragon Ball kicked the door open and kept it open, Ninja Scroll was the first one to discover the fucking door. Because I think that's kind of what happened with Goldenboy. Because I would love to know what's their number one anime in Russia. Because if I know anything about white people, they don't like Dragon Ball. So I would love to know what is the number one anime over there that isn't hentai related. What is their number one over there? Because even when you look at the web comics, a lot of them are Russian or Korea. And some of those Russian ones look good as a manga. So it's like, I would love to know their history I would like to know their history with anime, man.
Yeah, I would too. So what's next? What we got rolling next?
Okay, so next month is going to be fun. Make it easy. All right, Eris. All right. Do I want to do your movie first, Eris, or do I want to do? All right, but yeah, do we want to do good, bad, or we don't know what type of bad we're getting? Which one we want to do?
I'm adventurous. I don't know what type of bad we're getting.
Chris?
Ditto. Oh, hold up. I didn't say it right. Ditto.
Okay, this is going to be a fun one next week because I am wondering how all this is going to go on next week. Look, put it this way. Blame Eris for this. He said, D, why are we not doing vertical limit yet? Yes. And I said to myself, Chris O'Donnell, wait, why did I say no? And I looked up the trailer. So it's a heist, but it's a rescue. But it's also another avalanche that's going to. What the fuck? Why is there why is there a nuclear bomb that's involved in this? What is going on with this plot?
The 90s had chock full of. I think I mentioned it probably briefly when we did Cliffhanger, where it was like somebody in snow. Terrorism, bombs, yada yada yada, and Vertical Limit was, unfortunately, Vertical Limit was one of those movies that critics looked at it like, so you're not Cliffhanger, you got Chris O'Donnell as the face of the movie, which yikes.
Chris is not lying.
Woof.
Chris O'Donnell, right? This was with Chris O'Donnell. All right, you know how how people like making fun of Ryan Phillippe? Now take all the respect out of Ryan Phillippe's name. That's where you get Chris O'Donnell.
And it's not like Chris O'Donnell is a shitty actor.
Chris O'Donnell, yeah, he's not a shitty actor.
It's not that at all, but he's better off being he's better off a co-star than main
and
face.
Not even that.
And I feel like Chris O'Donnell got all the shit that was left over that got dumped on Christian Slater. Like, there's another one trying to get up. Fuck him too. That's what it's so
part of it is. This is a movie where you got another actress who she was coasting in the 90s in what was it, Robin Tooney.
Oh my God. She should have too.
She coasted. Oh, she coasted.
Oh,
and then the cherry on top, you need an old man in your movie, you get Scott Glenn.
Scott Glenn is in the movie. And I was like, we need one more is that the Pax?
The Pax.
Is that the Bill fucking
I feel the Pax.
Yes.
I feel what happened was the Pax missed out on cliffhanger and was like, fuck it, it's in the snow. Vertical limit it is.
Much like we said Michael Rucker going up on Fantasy Island. I think, hey, you need an extra person here? Yeah, I got my SAG card. I can be in the movie.
I put this. Listen,
I got the SAG.
Listen, I put this movie back in the hat again because I said, hey, look, I had to I had to get you guys to check out Livewire. And I was like, bro, it's Pierce Brosnan. I'm like, why are we not doing this?
We're never going to do a Livewire again because what I discovered, that was a straight to HBO movie that we
It
did.
was.
But here's
but
the
it's
thing.
Pierce.
It was different.
But
hold on. You know what really sold this? You know what sold this actually for me, Chris?
Mm-hmm.
When we did it for you last year, when you was like, D, I don't know if we got time, but when are we going to do Drop Zone? I was like, yes, we're doing Drop Zone.
But here's the thing,
I feel like we got another one.
But here's the cherry on top, though. The cherry on top, and this is going to have y'all like doing this. Our man Cutter from TMNT and TMNT 3 is in this movie.
Yes.
Bonus points. Tamora Morrison, the clone from Star Wars, is in this movie too.
Do you know?
Samoan. Yay.
Again. Hold on. Again, this goes right back. This goes back to what I said. That's why I kept pushing it. I'm like, guys, vertical fucking limit.
So vertical.
Oh,
I'm like, I gave you listen, I gave you Livewire. I gave you the perfect weapon. Vertical limit, man. I'm 3 for 3. Let's go.
So y'all, next week is vertical limit. There will be no DEIs in this one at all.
First off, Tamora
DEI,
Morrison.
It's the 90s. What's that?
Tamora Morrison is your DEI.
He's our one colored. He's our one colored.
Can't have two more. It's a black movie, according to McDuffie.
Yeah, we can't have that. We can't have both of them talking to each other and having something intelligent to say. God forbid. God forbid.
Heaven forbid.
We can't have two of them in there. They might be up to something.
Can't do that. Can't do that. We only got the chicken here. She's
no. It's a minority movie because we got our man that played Dal Sim in the Street Fighter movie is in it.
Hey Chris.
Hold on.
Tell me the
Augie Davis
Dr.
is
Nelson.
another minority.
Who?
Augie Davis.
Augie Davis.
He's another minority.
Chris. Stop bringing out black people that we forgot.
Hold on. Wait, Chris. Now, understand something.
I feel like Art Evans need to be in this movie for some strange reason.
Hey, he might be in it for one scene, and that's it. But no.
Hey, give me your snowshoes right now.
Hey, listen.
That will be it.
Listen, while the DEI is not in your face, everybody has a purpose.
True.
That's what I like about this movie.
True.
Everybody have a purpose.
Yes,
everyone has a
purpose.
Oh, yo, Alexander Siddig. Yo, this is a minority-driven movie, bro.
No, it's not. No,
yes,
it's
it
not.
is.
I'm giving.
No. Predator 2 was a minority-driven movie. You're not doing this.
No. D, you stop it right there. See, one thing you need to understand is Predator 2 was dread.
No.
Oh, damn.
Black. Dread is black.
Dread.
Dread. All right,
chicken
that's
bones,
enough.
man. Like chicken bones.
Chicken bones. Hopefully next week we can talk about how Chris O'Donnell's like, what? We're going up there to save somebody.
Gotta save my sister.
I wouldn't think about that. The bones say dread. It's going to be a big. What's Basil doing in this movie? What's Basil doing?
Shit.
An avalanche will be coming.
Oh shit, the Predators in this movie. We really up the stakes.
Cold, my friend.
Hey, that'd be a movie right there. Put the Predator in the snow.
Fucking Scott Glenn comes through and kills a Predator.
Scott Glenn ain't killing that. Scott Glenn ain't killing that Predator.
I'm saying we haven't got.
But now, Eris, now you got me thinking of a short story. 5 weeks before the Shadow of Moses, Solid Snake just having fun with his dogs. He hears something, and he just goes into the woods.
He sees three red dots.
Boy, think of how gangster that be. For 4 straight days, he's like living off water and all the rest. He's living like he thinks to himself that he killed his father. Like, I can never be what Big Boss was. And all of a sudden, he got to go out there and he's doing all the snake eater bullshit like his dad did. Nigga, it writes itself. It just makes it.
No.
I'll tell you what's gangster. What's gangster is the fact that in my head, Scott Glenn is Master Miller.
Yes.
Don't make us turn this into some Metal Gear shit because you know we can.
Nigga, we got AI. We take everything from Vertical Limit and we say crossbreed it with Metal Gear Solid.
In the Metal Gear universe, you get Chris O'Donnell with 3 hands holding a snowboard with a SOCOM pistol
attached to it.
It's Meryl in her drawers, but she's on a snowboard for some strange reason.
Her 45 is stuck to her neck.
Oh, all of a sudden you see Scott Glenn, but it's like that's Solid Snake. I think it's like this. I think the AI lost the point.
Like, all right.
Well,
all right.
Peace out. We're done.
Peace. See.